Ancient Heroic get a CT start, and for NiP, a lot of utility on Alex. 4 sets of Kevlar. Got to hear about Alex and his troubles as an in-game leader of this NiP roster. They're looking to start things off with a pistol victory.
Fast round for NiP here. The utility have been deployed, but they're not really going to come in behind it. It's going to be a quick pivot back towards the A-bomb site, and it's all on Shush.
Yeah, just the lone Dane inside of the site dealing with A-main, but realizes there was an opening to get pressured from Donut. So drops back into the temple, so he's not exposed to 2 angles at once. Kixan's headshot is good on Maxter, but Isaac doubling up. Dexter keeping Heroic even on numbers, but it's short-lived thanks to Rez. But it's still going, and how has Dexter done that? How has he come around the corner with those Julies in such a fashion, leaving the in-game leader of Alex all alone? 1v2, defuse tapped. Not stuck yet. No kit available, and yeah, no armor. Could make this difficult for Alex. But it's all about the time, and he's playing it to perfection. But Dexter with a headshot, 4 kills in this pistol round. And perhaps today is the day where we're going to get to see the classic Dexter performance.
The Slapster might be in the server here. That looked nigh impossible, honestly. It was a very uncomfortable position, but the Dualies putting in the work, isolating all those fights. And if Moses was here, Denko, he'd be a happy man. Dualies. 4K for him.
Bro, he hasn't been talking about the Dualies that much anymore.
It's kind of become standard, right? Like, once upon a time, someone brings out the Dualies. Oh, why are you getting the Dualies out? It sucks. But it is a standard in modern-day CS2.
Yeah, you see a lot of them. I mean, they're just so good. They're so effective, and Dexter shows us exactly why. And he's going to go for the AWP in round 2.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I mean, they're expecting a buy, right? Because there was a bomb getting planted, so they probably expected NiP to go for the force buy. But NiP are like, you know what? Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to stick with the Glocks. There are a few Deagles being purchased. That's fine. They have ample money come round number 3. And this is about, you know, maybe trying to get a couple of kills here, trying to hurt the economy of Heroic. Heroic full lane control early on. No utility, mind you, for a NiP. So this one should be an easy one.
Should be in the operative word. Shush looking to just fend off Elbow. He's got plenty of help in the form of Nerds on the FAMAS, and even though it is a weaker rifle, it still just melts through his opponents without Kevlar. It's Red's left 1v4. He'll come back to Elbow with a pile of bodies of his fallen teammates lie. And again, somehow Rez survives.
Not for long, though. And he's dead.
Yeah. 2-0. Good start here for P. And we got to see why they've selected Ancient today. We got to see why they want to play this map. Alex will have to call a great T side against Heroic.
The players to watch for me today is going to be Nerds and it's going to be Wrinkle, right? Like for Wrinkle, I feel like when things are going good, he's got space to work with. Like the T side, for example, I think is way more impactful. You know, he's moving around, being way more proactive, aggressive. But I sometimes feel like when he gets stifled a bit, he just kind of loses his mojo. We know how good he can be as a kid. I mean, as an AWPer, right? Such a young AWPer as well. So
very inexperienced at the top level. Going to take a while to start getting consistent results. And Rez, unfortunate start to the round for him and for NiP, who are now down a player in the first few seconds of their first gun round.
Dexter's going to be tested.
Yeah, Dexter is, but I surely believe that he's going to be able to pick this up because the player with the flash is the one peeking and dry. Dexter moving in, and a little uncomfortable.
Why?
He went aggressive. He went aggressive, but he always goes aggressive. And it hasn't worked out. Maxter cleaning up, and despite losing the opening kill, NiP able to flip this back very convincingly. It looked like Dexter was going to be guaranteed at least 1 towards Red, but he ends up getting nothing as he walks into the Lions' den.
I think they're trying to go for the mid-cruncher because he had Shush and Nerds pushing in towards Donut, and he did have Kixan right close by, but the spacing was really off. He needed to go in for that peak when Kixan was much more closer towards him. And even if they just held on towards Red, it would have been fine, but yeah, I think there was some bad mistiming.
Well, NiP are going to win their first purchase, and they do it with 4 players staying up, so they can actually build some money off the back of this. Maxter is the AWP that Dexter wanted to get out as early as possible in his hands, so he purchased that in round 2, hasn't had any impact on it, and it's immediately fallen into the hands of the ninjas in pajamas. So Wrinkle will be happy about that. He'll get the AWP in the next. And we'll see what Heroic are able to do. They've got a lot of cash, at least, from the start of the half.
Yeah, keeping it clean in round number 2. Going to ensure they will have a buy, but yeah, losing that AWP early on. Nice work from Maxter, though. Clearing out Kixan as well. You can see like what the idea was, right? Dexter was pushing it towards Red, and he had Kicks in behind him to just push Red with him together, while he had the other two CTs pushing in Donut and trying to go for an info play or crunch the Ts at mid. But I think Dexter kind of pulled the trigger a little bit early there. He should have slowed it down a bit. If Kicksom is nearby, even if he misses the shot, which he really shouldn't have, at least the trade would have taken place. So, unfortunate technical issue. Shush is not happy. Headset issue.
Yeah, for Shush it looks like right now. So we'll get the admins on the case, and these are the wonderful admins that travel the world. These admins actually travel more than players and talent.
I think the admins, the good admins, are some of the most underrated heroes in esports.
You know, when I was sitting commentating the RMRs after Katowice, it was straight from Katowice to the RMRs at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And I thought it was quite an intense run of time. And the same admin team were doing Katowice as they were doing the RMRs in Bucharest. And then I went home and I was like, finally, I can lie down and get some sleep, rest up. And I turned on the TV to watch the Americas RMR live from Mexico. And I see the same admins who were in Bucharest. So they are on a real streak.
To be fair, if they asked you to fly down to Mexico, you would have as well.
Yeah, I would have, of course. Yeah. Thumbs up, ready to go. Shush is happy. Solved. Solution found. Well, let's get this game back underway. He doesn't need a headset, is what people are saying. I don't think that's necessarily true.
Yeah, I think sound does play a tiny factor in this game, Tinka.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
What volume do you play on, Blah? Are you a 1 or a 0.1 gamer?
Volume?
Yeah.
I'm a 1, dude. Why do you think I'm kind of deaf right now?
You just blast your eardrums.
I can hear everything. I calm for my teammates even when I'm deaf. I'm like, there's one behind you.
You're playing B and you're calling they're coming out A. That's what you're like with the volume.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which also means I can't hear anything in real life, so that's there.
All right, Blah.
Well, they got to buy Scout for Dexter.
Yeah, because he lost his AWP, threw all his money into the mix in round 2, and now he's poor. So Dexter with a scout, Wrinkle with the AWP, and he's looking to fight straight away, and he's going to get his opportunity. Inside of that B-bomb site, doesn't make it work. And he'll have to just drop away. At least he is able to do so safely. But look at this from Heroic. They've got mid-control. They have that instant elbow smoke out, and they're applying pressure down B lane. But smoke up for the moment at Heaven is stopping any of these NiP, or rather Heroic players, from feeling comfortable to fight through it. So NiP allowed to stay in B lane for the time being, but they know there's so many threats they have to worry about.
Also for Heroic, how long they're going to be sticking on towards mid. That smoke has a timer on it.
You can see how paranoid Nerds is about elbow.
Even though there's no one there, right?
No.
So they will have to peter back towards the A bombs at True Donut. And again, they have to be so careful clearing out A because there was a window, but NiP now grouping up.
Alex in the front of the attack, kicks in. He's going to finish off that tagged up player.
Instant.
Dexter landed the shot with a scalp, but he's already flushed out. And Tess says you really needed that one. If he collects that kill, it's a different story. But now it's 4v2 rather than the 3v3 retake scenario. It could have been for a split second. Trade would have come in regardless, but 3v2 would have been a little better. That's going to allow NiP up to a second round on the board. Heroic have to save their weapons.
Great entries and just great spacing as well coming out from NiP on that B hit, but also for Heroic just not getting barely a kill there on the defense.
I think the Tessus one, he's going to be kicking himself about that. That's a kill that Tessus will take almost every single time. But when the first bullet is a little inaccurate, it just throws you off into a panic, trying to recover from where you started. 2-2 scoreline though. NiP's T-side's off to a heater when they got the guns out.
Yep.
Heroic won the pistol in dominant fashion. Second round conversion against an eco, but ever since the rounds that matter have begun, it has been NiP winning them rather comfortably. That's Dexter getting annihilated, and the second entry from Isaac getting the trade kill.
This is good, the third kill right here. Because if Tessus gets that first kill and dies like easily and stays alive, there is a possibility of a retake in a 3v3, especially having cave control. But yeah, NiP being very patient, forcing Heroic to respect the lack of utility, and now Fast B, Mac-10 leading the charge.
Yeah, Alex at the front of the attack, flashed into the corner. He's going to hold down, and it's Tessus out of there. Kicks down to trade it with a USP. I'm not expecting too much resistance here from the CTs. We weren't expecting it, but it's here. It's happening. And Nerds gets another headshot onto Maxter. Here's the bomb going aggressive. Why?
Isaac!
Why has he done that?
Oh no.
Oh no, the bomb now in the middle of this short angle and Heroic have eyes on it, so...
Have they forgotten that a CT saved 2 rifles?
Oh no. Wrinkle's trying to save the day though. Oh no, he misses the shot.
Oh no.
Now they're pushing him, Red's defending, and now it's just Nerds up against a low HP Reds. And that is a ridiculous round to lose if you're NiP.
Why? Oh, what a blunder.
Alright, Henry.
What a disaster.
Should call you the Indian Henry G instead of you.
or the Indian Hugo.
What they done that for?
Dude, Isaac just running in with the bomb. It feels like they forgot their 2 rifles still in play. It felt like they thought it was a full eco, which is...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, Isaac probably felt like he needed to make a play. He just unfortunately had the ball in his back, but...
Fair, but just lack of awareness, I guess. But that's a blunder. That's a big one. It was 2 saved rifles and barely any purchase coming in from Heroic. And also, by the way, NiP had so much utility. Right, you're going to be going for the fast play. Why couldn't one guy just go for just a basic long and short smoke, just a basic execute or a molly or something, instead of just charging in like that? So Heroic being gifted around. Now, fortunate for NiP, the 2 rounds they won, they did keep the majority of the players alive, so they still will have a bye. But yeah, a few smiles here for Heroic.
I think for NiP, that's going to be a round that kind of rattles them a little bit, so they're taking a timeout.
I'm getting a little bit of PTSD here, Dinka. I just saw Flash. I closed my eyes right now, and I saw some flashbacks of the AmCal game.
Never want to go back there.
All right, here we go.
Soundcaller beating FaZe. 10-2 right now.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you're missing over in the other stream. If you're interested in following the actions, let's see if FaZe can come back into it. But right now, how have they played 12 rounds already, and we're only on round 6?
Well, firstly, we did have a few technical issues, yeah. And
I suppose there's that.
Maxter finding Nuts, who has had a pretty solid start so far, right? 8-2 for the young Israeli. Getting a little unlucky, getting taken down through the smoke at red. And that means for Heroic, they have no information. She'll cross. And the 2B players, they're not sure what to do. Tess is kind of just jiggling for info towards Cave, but it's so disjointed right now, this defense. I'd have no information, Dinko. Might just, at this point, I wouldn't be too surprised to just go for a bit of a gamble stack. 40 seconds.
Yeah, limited time. Bomb is going to be heading towards A. An aggressive maneuver from Shush. This could spell success if he's able to take down both of these players somehow.
You see him?
Oh, he's taking a few steps back now. And probably at a good time here as well for Shush because he's about to be split from Donut. But how is he going to step up from the big box alone? He won't. He is sat down and left crying in the corner. And is now NiP about to tie things up. So a little bit of a foo-foo in the last round, but able to recover the mess and stabilize in a very convincing round victory in the next from NiP.
Can't really blame Shush for that. Like, he went for the A mains push, but if he had just stuck around there and potentially have got to 2K with a bomb down at his feet, maybe there was a world there. But he heard the footsteps coming in Donut as well, so he thought it was going to be everyone just coming in from the Donut position and the rest of his teammates. I did ask for a potential, a stack. They did stack towards the B bomb side, didn't quite pan out. Well handled from NiP. They should be keeping most of their players alive as well, not really going in for the hunt. For Heroic, they will have a buy. Nerds has money to buy for himself, and
yeah, saving 3 players is generally always a recipe for success to get a buyout on the CT side.
It's not the best of
well,
buys.
It's not going to be pretty. You're going to have MP9s in there, but that's the good thing about the MP9, man. It's viable almost all the time, right? You can grab a little MP9 and throw it into the mix.
It's gonna be one of those maps, Dinko. I can feel it.
What do you mean? Describe what you're feeling.
One of those.
Oh, I feel it now too. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
it's gonna be something. Instant elbow smoke, disrespected by Wrinkle. Oh God, you're on your own, buddy. You're on your own, and he makes it work somehow.
Edging the smoke, Dinko.
Yeah, he edged big time.
Oh, that's a beautiful edge.
And then blast Nerd's face off as well. Now Isaac coming out of main. What a shot. Shush stood no chance.
I love that reaction from NiP, right? They get the kill, like Wrinkle gets the kill, and they know Heroic with the utility they were deploying towards lane. They were going for the lane control, trying to find some information, and immediate speeding things up towards A. And Isaac with a beautiful, beautiful kill as well on towards Shush. Not a save.
Honestly, these rounds are looking really good. Other than that one little mishap on the B bomb site, it has been very convincing round victories.
And even a pistol round, right? It came down to Dexter just popping off with the dualies.
Yeah.
It's not like NiP played the round bad.
Yeah, certainly looked like the superior squad on HN at the moment.
Ugh.
Interesting to hear what Alex was saying in that pre-game interview with Machine. I could say, interesting to hear the interview from Alex with Alex. I suppose that works too.
Alex versus Alex.
Yeah, but they were talking about how anybody can beat anybody right now outside of maybe the top 3 team.
I kind of agree. I mean, obviously, at a certain level of Counter-Strike, right?
At a certain level of Counter-Strike.
You're not expecting, I don't know, Rare Atom to go up against, I don't know, like FaZe and win. Or maybe they might. You don't know. I mean, considering what's happening over there.
Yeah, well, FaZe are not exactly a good example right now for that.
What's a team that... I can't even say VP, because VP look like trash right now. And it sucks. I look at the players they have. I'm looking at Flit, Electronic, Fame, and it's like...
How have we come to this?
Ew, brother. Well, not a save. This time, however, I think it's just the 2 rifles, and it should be an eco here. Maybe a couple of pistols being purchased up. But, yeah, attack time at getting called by Heroic before things spiral out of control. I like Max. He's been putting in the work on his arms.
Yeah, you like his arms?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like a person with good arms.
Arrogant can't say shit about him. 4-3. NiP in the lead. And Heroic with an AWP for Dexter. Everybody else, well, apart from Testis, obviously have an AM4, but everybody else on pistols. Wrinkle making his way out middle. In the previous round, he was successful in finding the opening fight. Oh, Testis always got a right read. He turns back and he goes again, and maybe a little too greedy on that third attempt.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. You could just, fallen back. It's been a 5v3, but Isaac able to catch Shush.
I think it's hard to make that decision in the moment, though.
Yeah.
Well, Nerds could step up. He's coming out of the ledge, but just goes into the cave. Dexter knows that he's got the donut covered, and a peek in towards Dexter results in a quick kill from the sniper. He's worried about being flanked A because he's the only CT player near the A bomb site, and he's got a good reason to be worried because Isaac is now pushing out of main. He's coming back donut, but it comes down to a timing, and Dexter has looked away. He comes back, and this shot so quick on Isaac. It leaves Wrinkle in a 1v3, and this is another round for NiP that's shouldn't have gone against them, really. But some huge individual step-ups, in particular from Tesses, and then Dexter in middle, and Kickstand just blasted his head off with a USP.
All right, so they win that round.
Yeah, out of all the rounds Heroic win, that's the one they win, Black.
Okay, what a round from Tesses there. That was nuts. I just wish they were winning some of these rounds with a little bit more coherency, I guess is the word I'm looking for. All right. Fast B play. Coming in. Tessis catches Rez, a failed Molotov. This is a bit messy from NiP. Max were getting spammed down to 22 as well. And yeah, Heroic have a very good idea where the play is coming in from. Shadow, when we spotted though, Isaac finds Tessis. Still a 4v3. Maxter hemorrhaging out as well. Isaac now. Just trying to slow things down. He knows there's a player nearby. But if I'm Heroic, there's no need to overextend. Nerd's going to be tucked on in. But he doesn't really have much backup. There's no one to really trade for him. Shush. All the way to its CT, watching for a potential A flank. But NiP is just going to slow things down. 3 smokes, 2 mollies, 3 flashbangs. That's quite a handful of utility to work with as well.
NiP having to fight with a player down and 44 seconds remaining in the round, as far as we see it. Dexter smoked away. Vision severed off. Follow-up smoke.
How are you failing that molly twice in a round?
Yeah, that's rough. Missed utility. NiP, though, still making it into the bomb site. Smokes are up, creating a safety wall, but the fire spreads towards Alex. He has to cancel the plant. The smoke used from Cave, though, to allow this plant to continue. Bomb goes down, 4v3, and Nerds is the player they've forgotten about, but they turn finally. He'll still nail the headshot, sees the second player in Cave, and he sprays him down. He couldn't quite finish off Isaac, so not enough done yet for Heroic, but eventually they're taking the steps closer to the site, and Isaac had everything to do. He was hoping for a lineup or at least get one and hide behind that box, and he couldn't stop the Heroic retake. 5-4 now.
That was so scary, because if Kixon dies, because it was a low HP, if Kixon dies and Dexter missed a shot, it would have been a 1v1, and with Dexter having an AWP, could have easily gone the way off the NiP side. But yeah, some of these rounds are so clean from NiP, and then you have a round where they like... That's one of the easiest mollies to throw on this map, Nick, or any map. It's such a simple lineup as well. Maybe the jump throws are kind of haunting a few of the players still.
Yeah, the jump throws, they can always be a problem, Blair. We've seen it earlier today in the Na'Vi game as well. Here comes Alex up the B ramp. Grenade lands at his back, and Kixan got that kill. So Alex locked out of there. Advantage siding now with Heroic as they settle into round 10, and a dink right through the wall. Rez having to eat that one up.
Red's been having a pretty rough map so far. He's been a bit unlucky as well. Still though, 5-4. Anyone's half so far. NiP bomb falling back towards the B bomb side once more. And it is going to be Tess's and Kixon. They still have 2 smokes to work with on the B bomb side. And for the T's, just 2 smokes and 2 mollies. If they execute towards B, just one smoke is all they need to just stall it out. So it's going to come down to the entries here. 50 seconds on the clock. Maxter looking across on over. Flash, won't blind Dexter. Holding a tiny, narrow pixel angle there.
NiP with 30 seconds to finish the round, and they're going to be going into the B-bomb site. Setup here designed to deal with the threat is Kixan and Nerds. They can be quite the combo when they're fragging out. Here they go. First is Nerds, second in from Kixan. Rez able to trade it. It'll be his 3rd kill of this half. Tessus locks away Cave though, so just Rez. And this is a round that he will not be able to collect. So one extra kill on the way out the door, but Heroic have suddenly taken control of this map. And we were singing the praises of NiP just a few rounds ago, Blood. What happened? What happened, Blood? Tell us.
Bad things happen, Dinko. Bad things happen for NiP. And they look a little flustered in the past couple of rounds. Like, you know, the failed utility coming in, for example. But this was just a great hole overall. I like how they're switching things up, not necessarily going for the early cave control early on. Good opening. Also, a lot of the rounds they won, the faster plays towards B, for example, was predicated on, you know, them getting this opening deal threat. And Kixon, somebody pointed out saying he's one of the more fragging IGLs, getting that opening kill right there. Good bait setup as well. And finally, NiP's money, it's in a bin.
I think it tells the story. When you look at how little amount of kills the NiP have, you can tell how quick those round finishes were, right?
There's been a lot of saves, right?
When they were winning the rounds, they were getting those 2 clean entries and forcing the save call for Heroic immediately. That is how NiP were winning rounds. Now that it gets into a mid-round, or they're more even trading, we've seen NiP struggle a lot more in dealing with those kind of rounds. They're coming up in towards the B-bomb site. 3-player setup here. A trifecta of death yet again, looking to stop NiP from making it into the site. Kixan starts to spray away. He's got a teammate in Cave, and it's perfect. It ends up being flawless nearly. It's like ripping one away just at the end.
That's fine.
But that's 7-4 for Heroic. They are looking good. And I think they can try and get another one here at the end of the half. 8-4, that would be huge considering the start.
Yeah, I mean, again, we talked about the first 5 rounds, and despite the fact Heroic won that, won the pistol round, it was NiP looking so much more cleaner. But this late resurgence in the first half from Heroic. Good stuff, and everyone chipping in, you know, so no one's really lagging behind. Nerds had a great start. Tess is waking up as well. We saw the one round where they won with just the 2 saved rifles.
Yeah. And that B-bomb site setup looks really hard to rip apart.
I think it's going to be an A play coming from NiP here.
Yeah, we'll likely see that.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a conversation they're having over in the Heroic camp as well to be aware of.
But with a bit of you know, a ruse towards B, right? So one thing we saw from Heroic on the reactions was whenever they lose a player early on, whenever they see a little bit of pressure towards B, it was a heavy mid presence coming in from Heroic, just leaving only one player towards A, and I think that could be the play here again.
Nerds sprinting down into middle, fire coating his feet. and he wants to apply pressure towards Elbow, but it's all about the jump up. He's loved to climb. He's loved to get up here and cause problems for NiP. Now especially with a teammate watching his Elbow, but he loses the fight versus Reds, and that second kill is in. Nerds needed to win the duel to protect his teammate in middle, and this is looking good for NiP. They're one player up. Kicksat replying by going down to the bottom B ramp, and Rez hits that headshot as well.
10 HP.
Dude, Rez is having a great round to close out this half.
And Dex has missed out of timing as well. He might catch Rel. Doesn't even catch him. Rez is doing everything by himself.
Yeah, this is what more like it from Rez.
I am Oakland, baby.
I am Oakland. Rez is
rolling back to years.
It's gone for the ace. He's going for all 5, but he can't do it. Wrinkle will steal that one away, and a 5th round collected right at the end of the half from NiP. Their map pick. They trail by 2. They need to pull it back in the second.
Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
Anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you. I don't want anybody else but you. I need anybody else but you. Anybody else but you.
Man, I don't wanna hear no talk. Look, man, I don't wanna hear no talk. Look, man, I don't wanna hear no talk. Look, man, I don't wanna hear no talk. This ain't new to me. This ain't new to me. This ain't new to me. You took me for.
Imagine that when it's time to get bread, I don't panic, man. When they ask what I do for a living, I just say I met paper, appear like the magic man. Imagine that when it's time to get bread, I don't panic, man. Keep cool and calm like the attic fan. We met paper, appear like the magic man. Deal with the money like David James. Save and save and save and save. Lock it in a box like David Blaine.
It's ESL Pro League, and it's Season 20. We've got Heroic, we've got NiP, and they are battling it out on Ancient. NiP selected this map, but unfortunately not able to get as many T-rounds as I'm sure they would have wanted, but 5 not so bad considering they were slapped down in the pistol, they lost the second follow-up round, and there was a little patch of form towards the end of the first half for Heroic.
Yeah, a couple of mishaps against two what, save guns, 2 rounds?
It could have been a lot stronger.
This could easily have been 8-4 for NiP, or even like a 9-3. But yeah, here we go. Fast play towards B. Heroic, wasting no time. Smokes will bloom, and Nerds will find Rez, whose run of rough luck continues in this game. Although he did have a really nice round earlier.
He did. Smokes will bloom. And a 5v4 looks to be NiP's doom as they start to rotate in. Flash is available, a smoke on Maxter, but no kit. And that could be a slight problem.
It's very uncomfortable, man, because like every CT is coming in from the same position, right? No cave control whatsoever.
Yeah, and no kit. So time will start to tick very quickly. And you've got 5 players to get rid of. Also, have a note, Shush has a Molotov for the post plant. And there's no smokes left. This round looks done. This round looks absolutely done. Shush will tap that Molotov in now, so they can't defuse. They're off the defuse anyway, and it's going to be the round picked up for Heroic. 8 rounds collected.
I call that Molly the Hugo.
The Hugo Molly? Okay, well, that's good. I'm sure they don't. Maybe they do.
I call it Hugo because I think Hugo, he put up a tweet, was playing a Faceit game, and he had 3 Molly. It really popped off, that tweet, like 5,000 likes or something.
That was cool.
He was a bit of a, he's definitely a utility nerd.
Oh yeah, big time. Well, it worked out well there for Shush. It worked out very well.
Yeah, I don't think he even needed the Molly, in all honesty. That was such a very strong crossfire being set up.
Just USPs.
I like the P2K, man.
I've seen a lot of people talking about the placebo effect of going to the P2K for a while, you know, maybe a couple of days, and then going back to the USP and you feel really crispy with it in pistol rounds.
I guess. I just like spamming a lot, and P2K just got more bullets. I'm a simple man. Oh, contact. Someone checked.
Yeah, have a little look up there. Well, they know now. They found out the hard way.
It's fine.
It's not like Alex is going to make anything of this round because his teammates all went down and started the site. You're not expecting anything out of the USPs. It's fine, blood. Take a breather.
The MP7. The MP7.
Nerds is like the only pro player that uses the MP7.
And Elite is the only one who uses the ump.
That's not true. VP used the ump. And he started using it because they started using it. And then he realized that it was really good. That armor penetration, but...
Yeah, but I mean, looking at his price point, wouldn't he just like...
But the MP9 is just superior, right?
Go for a Galil. Yeah, the MP9 is just better. It's just way more versatile. A lot of hearts. I wonder who's graffitiing all the hearts in the...
Oh, we got a great statement coming in from Teacup Strems.
Heroic looked a bit shaky recently, but I think they have a decent ceiling. Question is, can they get there? I agree with you. You know, whenever I keep talking about Navi, I say they're more than a sum of the parts, right? And I feel like Heroic are lesser than a sum of the parts.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if that makes sense.
Should be a lot more.
100%. Like, it just feels like it hasn't really clicked in properly yet for this team. But so far, so good. Bit of a bonus round here. Another A hit coming in. Nade is gonna not really do too much of damage here. And at some point, there we go. Val, please fix.
They managed to boost in the end, but the peak from Maxter to take Shush out of the equation has resulted in a small advantage that is now gone because Isaac only had 1 health and Maxter crosses into the open. Nerds is ready to take him down at CT, and now we're looking at 10 to 5. I mean, Tessis has locked Alex in. He can't get out of there. Oh, never mind. Tessis walks right into him.
Round's done, though. They're not going to really try and attempt this. I don't see a kit on any of these 3 players, and even if someone had it, have to pick it up. No smokes. Actually, they just had one, which they've used up already. Sure, they're not going to go for this. They're waiting, though, Dinko. If they get a kill, but yep, that's a call to go for the save. Alex will be found. And what was a bit of a bonus round, Dinko, will actually net them a win as well. Wrinkle.
How do you feel about the series if Heroic win NiP's map pick? You feel like it's going to set up Heroic for the 2-0?
Yeah.
Or do you still think there's potential for NiP to win Heroic's map pick? Or is it that kind of game?
It does feel, looking at all the opening matchups we have here in Group A and even Group B as well, it just feels like the most 50-50 game for me, right? So, even though I feel if Heroic wins this map, it's going to be 2-0, I wouldn't be too surprised if they're able to bring it back.
That would be cool. Well, let's wait and see. NiP trying to show us what they've got on the second half here. It's their map pick. Let's see what their CT side can do.
Until Wrinkle got that kill right now, I kind of forgot he's in a server. He really hasn't done much so far in this game.
No, we haven't really talked about it.
Super quiet.
Well, we're going to go back into the mailbag.
Oh, we got some new stuff?
Oh, we got something.
All right.
It's from Peter Duncan.
Peter Duncan, that's a nice name.
Yeah. Hey, Pro League. Any thoughts on any underdog/dark horse picks this year at Pro League? Any teams that might not get all the coverage, but you guys think will have a decent run this season?
I think Mongols going to have a good run.
Mongols?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be fair, but I think they do get a lot of coverage nowadays.
Okay, all right, looking at all the teams there.
Sangal,
yeah, 100%. I think, we saw their online results and we're like, surely, they could maybe, they're probably going to struggle on land, they're going to go up against FaZe, but looking at the scoreline of that game, I mean, jeez.
Well, this is going to be a quick A-hey. Look at this. We've got Wrinkle waiting for the first peek, his teammate up on the boost. Oh, Tessa's got the jumping kill. Oh, Isaac gets cleared off the boost. Wrinkle just overrun at that point, and Maxer, he's looking to see what he can do with his 5-7. It's only one, but in the end, the Deagle comes back from the Spaniard in-game leader. And now Rez, we really needed that. If he got the kill confirmed, it would have been back on, and it is. Rez comes in to save the day from the Temple. And their prayers are answered. The round, it really didn't look like it was going to go their way.
That push from the default box of the 5-7.
Yeah, Maxter. Yeah,
that caught them off guard. They weren't expecting such a fast rotation coming in from the CTs. And yeah, Heroic. back-to-back A hits.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the entries were going to win the round, right? Wrinkle gets overrun. I mean, Tassis jumps up, clears the boost player.
That was a 4v3, yeah, for the T's. I think they got a little too hasty in getting the bomb down, but again, they weren't expecting rotations to be so close by. But NiP, able to steal around.
Again, they're going for the A play again. It could work out here for Heroic. Isaac trying to stand from default. He does damage onto his Dexter, but once again, they've lost the sight. But NiP making the rotation over, and it's better than the previous round. Kickstand doubling up, trades back and forth. Kickstand's got another one, and it's chaos. It's absolute pandemonium in the site. But eventually, after all that, it's Heroic that come out on top. They don't even need a bomb. What are we watching, blood?
It's team deathmatch, I guess.
It's just like rush A.
I know, even the fights are like so disjointed. Everyone's coming out of smoke, one after the other. It's like,
bang.
Yeah.
Kickstand, what a round, dude.
Kickstand, known for his great calling, go A, and also go A again.
And Frygel as well. He's screaming, he's loving it. Kickstand, 17 kills, top in the charts for his team. He's the star of the show.
Surely not again, right? Yeah, right. Ooh, okay, cool.
Yeah, great tactical depth over the last year. I like the persistence of it. It eventually worked. And Kickstand, he's still fragging. Another opening, this time on Alex.
Rez, though. These footsteps are being heard, but it's just a one guy, right? Now, there is a timer on that smoke for Isaac, so he will have to peel back towards Cave. That might have been heard. Tags on towards Tessus. And again, Wrinkle all by his lonesome towards CD spawn. This is such an uncomfortable position for NiP. Like, they have lost control of red. They only have one player towards CT spawn. They're just relying on this cave hit coming in from Heroic, where they do have a setup, but this Molotov could just ruin their day. Yep.
Well, ruins one of the days. Isaac still fighting, no. All eyes on this MP9 as he gets one, and he's able to stay alive. Maxter coming with him. Tessa's going down, same position. Heroic in a 3v4, trying to recover this. They know they haven't dealt with Jag. They know they haven't dealt with Isaac. And he gets another one. Timing absolutely perfect, and he upgrades his MP9 into the AK-47. There's no way NiP lose this with 30 seconds left and the bomb locked outside of B. So that's it. It's a safe call for Heroic. They can bring the AWP into the next. They've got money on Dexter. You can drop over if he saves the AWP. And NiP will take themselves up to 7.
I think that the push from Maxter through the smoke to help out Isaac and Cave.
It needed to happen.
Yeah, that was the play. The moment they pushed there to get both the kills, round's done. So, good hold overall from Heroic. Sorry, from NiP, beg your pardon. And it was a risky play again, right? Like, they had completely relinquished control of red, of mid. They had no eye towards A main. It was just on Wrinkle playing towards CT. So, if it was going to be an A hit, that round was done. They would have had to go for the save. They go for a bit of a gamble, and it does pan out for the Ninjas.
Ninjas. A joyful round.
A joyful round, as Get Right would say.
Or Pronex.
I miss...
Curio.
I miss Get Right, man. It's been a while.
I seen him last week.
Yeah.
He's doing well.
The King of Stockholm.
That's what they call him. (11-7). Heroic, as we mentioned, will still be able to get a decent purchase after conceding the last round, so they sure have to send Kickstand down to a Tech 9. But everybody else able to rock with the AKs, and the weapon of choice for Dexter is the AWP that he's been able to save over. Set up for NiP, no one challenging mid. So they're giving mid to Heroic, and Heroic haven't taken it.
That's a pretty good. On that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke in towards CT. It's a fake in towards the A bomb site.
They're using up a lot of utility here towards A.
Is it going to work? Is it going to be a fake enough? Nope, not right now. Both B players, they're just hanging out. Now it's all gone quiet in A. It's like the most obvious fake ever. So NiP's coming back over to deal with B. They'll re-smoke out the top ramp.
They've used up almost all their smokes though, and incendiaries for the CTs. And it's still 45 seconds on the clock. So Heroic can slow this down, but they only have one smoke remaining.
Oh, it better be the best smoke in history.
Let's find out. Gonna be for short.
This setup in B looks really strong. You've got Wrinkle and Cave. Rez playing in front of the smoke is short, so it doesn't really even matter that there's a smoke down. This is going to be easy for NiP in the end. That round did not really have legs to it from Heroic. Might have been one of the most telegraphed fakes ever.
Unless.
No, there's 10 seconds, blah. It can't happen. It's over. Dex is going to save the AWP, and that's disappointing for Heroic because they threw all of their money into it. 11 rounds to 8. I think Heroic will be really disappointing themselves if they let this map go because they've been ahead for a significant amount of time. And they know how comfortable the series becomes if they're able to win NiP's map pick.
Yeah, considering they were in complete control, as you pointed out, right? But it's still not quite done yet. Heroic, the fast plays have been what's been working out for them.
Yeah, it's true.
And so far, the past couple of rounds have just been very slow. But now with Dexter's AWP to work with, I'm envisioning another slower approach, hoping he can find an opening kill here. But for the rest of them, just Glocks, one solitary, Tech 9 in the hands of Testus, that's it. So even if he gets a pick, like the rest of his teammates, they don't really have much to kind of work with. So should be round number 9 for NiP. Unless disaster just strikes. What's happening in chat, Dinko?
Everyone's getting timed out.
Well, just don't say things which will time you out then, guys.
They're saying what we said. But here we go. Entry for Tessus. Alex going down. AWP, remember, still in the hands of Dexter, and it needs to make a difference. Wrinkles off, missing shots. Here's the cave play. Kicksand detected and dealt with by Rez. Wrinkles off, now creeping around long.
Okay, all right.
It's now recovered very comfortably. So a bomb plant will ensure that the funds increase for the next round for Heroic. If you're NiP, though, you don't let Dexter save again, right? You don't let this happen.
I mean, there's nothing much you can do. He just runs.
Yeah, he just has to. Well, they're not close to him, so I suppose you may not want to let him save, but it's not really your choice at the end of the day. He's going to do it. He's going to save that AWP. It's kind of crazy how long he's held on to that for it.
Yeah, that's kind of impressive, honestly. I wanted to say Jame time, but then I'd get depressed talking about DP nowadays. They're just a shell of their former selves.
A Shelly of their former selves.
A Shelly of their former selves.
11 to 9. Still opportunities to close out this first map for Heroic. They brought it to the brink, but NiP, they're just stubborn. They're staying in it, and that's great to see on their map pick. All right, Agam CS, we did. We just read it, so you're good.
What's up?
We just had to read out a comment.
Oh,
you want it to be read out, so
there we go. We just did.
You're on TV now.
Smile. Again, just a reminder for everyone, we also have a mailbag going. If you guys have any...
Yes, indeed, the mailbag.
Photos, any interesting things you want to send our way, and especially if you want to address it to us, the B stream, or Dinko and myself, we can just put it in the subject line.
We'll tag B stream and I'll organize it in that big old mailbag.
Yeah.
And here's the round back. Heroic have invested everything they've got.
Oh, Rez.
And Rez. Oh, no, you're okay.
Oh, yes.
It's fine. Isaac helps him out. Yeah, because there was 2 players push, but look at this. Ah! Oh, nerds. No. Finally.
He's dead.
Told me. This round's all over the place.
It's all good, Dinko. But timing. Oh, Maxter aware. Still catches Shush, who I thought got the timing there. And now fights taking place all over the map. Kixon
completely split up.
I don't know what's happening here. The bomb's all the way over towards A.
If the bomb goes A, he's got an empty site now.
But he doesn't know that.
Of course he doesn't. In fact, the bomb could actually just go down at elbow.
How long?
Oh, Dexter. Oh! Oh! No! He's like the greatest
No!
straight through the wicket.
Oh no!
Straight through the wickets from Dexter. Yeah, that's not good. And now Kickstand left 1v3. Damn. He usually hits those ones, man. He usually hits those ones. Yeah. Now Kickstand 1v3 would have been a lot easier if Dexter just got that one kill.
The top fragging IGL. Oh, he had a footstep. He knows where Rez is.
He's got Rez. A little time. Oh, Rez goes down.
Molly.
Molly towards elbow to force that player back. He goes to the peak. Wrinkle wins it. Kickstand drops. This huge scoreline that Heroic had has now completely fallen away.
Dexter.
It's okay. It's not okay, really, but
I feel it because I've been there. Except I've never been in a situation like this playing in like an EPL. Oh man, that's a rough one, dog.
dude, that was the round. That was, well, maybe not confirmed, but it was definitely the pathway back into it. You talked about quicker rounds working for Heroic. It was all about A. Here they come again. Into the A bomb site. Just a straight up charge. Utility going out, delaying this A attack. They hear the steps from Donut, so they can try and delay it all they want, but they can't. They can't stop it. Maxter committed through the Donut smoke and only managed one kill while fully blinded. Rez coming back in with an important headshot. It's still a 2v3, not completely unwinnable here for the Ninjas, but pretty difficult, I shall say, as Alex falls to the hands of Nerds. It's a huge round from Nerds. 3 kills as he just rushes into the A bomb site. And of course, Heroic find 12 rounds by rushing the A site.
I should just got A all this while, Dinko.
Yeah.
And of course, Rez gets deleted through
I guess
the
they just
smoke.
wanted to try something different, you know. Rest of the half, see how it went.
It's like the classic, you know, you're playing a pub with your friends and you're calling for your team and everything's working out. All right, guys, let's try something else. And it fails. It fails again. And finally, just
Like,
go
guys,
back.
Should we just go A? But at least, you know, at least they made NiP start thinking about other possibilities.
Also, it was very well played by Nerds on that on the bomb site.
He
There.
does really well.
Great repositioning.
I mean, there was 3 players there on the A bomb site for NiP. They heard it coming. They just couldn't get enough kills. Great flashes. And Heroic are able to reach map point. Looking to close out Ancient.
Let's go A again, guys. Come on.
NiP's map pick.
And I feel like for NiP as well, every time these A hits have come in, they're so eager not to allow the bomb to get down. And if you're not really getting these fair deals, just give it up. It's okay. You have donut control. You have control of CT and Temple. You can go for a retake. It's not the worst. But every time to try to prevent it, it has been Heroic coming out on top. Wrinkle decapitates Nuts through the edge of the wall as well. Great shot from him. And now Heroic. They were planning to go A, Dinko. But they're having second thoughts about it, which makes me sad.
I'm sure it makes NiP happy. Maxter in Red Room. Good position to watch them if they hug that right wall, if they creep up into Donut or they try and get in towards Red. Maxter should be at least getting 1 kill, but he's going to intermittently peek into middle, and Dexter was ready to punish a Red peek. Now Kickstand on B, ravenous for the kill on Alex.
He knows where Rez is. He heard him.
40 seconds, Rez takes steps back to safety. He knows he's being split. There's a possibility they could come Red to B, but surely he's seeing now that it's going to be the A play. And he's got to put the A player on high alert. It's Isaac with a mirror.
Going back B.
MP9, but they come back. They come back and they lure Rez into it. But now they know the opposite here.
Yeah, this is going to require a heroic effort from Wrinkle. No pun intended, of course. At least they don't know where.
It's a ninja blood.
They at least don't know where Isaac is.
Oh, he hit the shot.
Ah! He hits both of them.
He actually does let down shot to both. The Deagle being spammed through. Not bad, but not enough. And now Heroic with a 3v2 post plant, allowing that time to tick. Isaac coming through cave. Wrinkle repositioning to the ramp. Will Heroic be able to withstand and close out this map? NiP's map pick comes down to this, and it falls down as Heroic take it away. Ancient picked up by Heroic. NiP down 1 in the series, and their debut here at Pro League is off to a bad start. They fought so hard to get it. They fought so hard to get it, Blood, but here they are.
Well, Dinko, that's a historic first right there. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just gotta get into this game right now. I'm still reeling a bit from what we just heard. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that happened.
Controversy. It surrounds the heroic camp yet again. Maxter with the dual Berettas kickstand down. Tessus and Dexter left alone, and wouldn't you know it, Snap Tap turned off, and they haven't even got a kill yet, blah.
Was it Tessus?
Yeah,
it must have been Tessus. Oh no, bro! I feel so bad for him.
You do, dude?
I mean, it's also like
if it's by accident, of course.
it 100% feels like it was unintentional, right?
He looked like he was gonna be sick. Well, Tessus now left alone. Redemption for Tessus time. 1v3. Looking to get a little bit of snappy headshots, tap away with this P250. 50 seconds left, and he's going to maneuver his way around the yard.
Oh, no.
Well, Bowman is back, and let's focus up. Let's give him the respect of the
He's going to make it happen. No snap tap. He's going to win his 1v3 and show it wasn't a snap tap.
Oh, Rez is close by.
Never mind.
SS goes down, and NiP win the first round of Nuke. Now, I have to imagine that this is going to rattle Heroic to a crazy extent. This is going to throw their mental out the window.
This is a top of Reddit post right there. I was here, ma. Bro, the first thing when...
You're going to be okay, blah.
When a Valve announcement came out, the update came out about SnapTap, the first thing I did, Tinko, was open up my Rager Synapse and just turn it off, like SnapTap off, no more. Oh, buddy, oh pal of mine. I'll tell you he's going to be switching to keyboard just after this game. Oh, man.
Oh, well, he can focus up and enjoy the rest of the game. Glocks for Heroic. They're going to transition down into the lower bomb site. And you aren't expecting too much to happen here. So NiP 2-0. You'd imagine this is going to take a little moment for Heroic to settle into Nuke. But this is their map pick. Still a fighting chance to bring this into a third. Alex cleaning up. It's 2 kills locked in, making a third. And Nurse is there with him. Bomb plant actually picked up for Heroic, so they've actually managed to get something out of this that really wasn't expected. 0 investment. Bomb goes down, and a 2-0 start for NiP.
Yeah, that's a win for Heroic. No investment, still able to get the bomb down. Now the buy is in. All right, you just need to focus up. You think just reel it back. Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm not.
I could tell.
It's been a long time since I've seen a game being overturned because of something wild.
IK's out for Heroic. Outside flash coming up. And damage done through the smoke. Shush taken out by Isaac's MP9. So NiP collect the first kill of round 3, looking to put 3 up in a row on the board. And Tessa's creeping his way down towards secret stairs. Now Isaac and Alex in the ramp room together. Gonna fend off Nerds and force him back into the lobby. Tentative start to this round as Heroic want to put their first up on the board. They've got to do it from a 4v5 deficit. Maxter plays close at Squeaky Door. This could be a little uncomfortable, and that's a nice shot from Tessus. Wrinkle gets blasted away.
And that's going to open up the avenue towards Squeak. Nice times on the smoke, but kicks... Oh, that's stuck together! Door stuck! But Tessus finds a second kill for himself, a 4v3. But Alex pushing up towards ramp. He's getting a lot of information here. But they need to speed up. There's no one on the upper bomb site. And Heroic making no noise whatsoever. They're going to walk into it. Bomb going to be planted. Now, if NiP, you go for this.
Start creeping their way back through hut. Ooh. Isaac needed that kill from Heaven, but look at this. Alex finally getting stopped by Tessus. Great shots in this round from Tessus. That makes 3 up. Heroic about to add 1 onto the board. And Heroic locking themselves in their first round of play. And they did recover the 4v5. NiP unable to convert this, and you're gonna have to fall away back to spawn.
2 big kills by Tessus there to open things up. Max is gonna farm a bit of cash here. Could have waited maybe a couple of seconds. Could have got 2 kills guaranteed there, but no harm, no foul. First round for Heroic. And for NiP, bit of a bonus round. Buy should be coming in.
The AK still continuing for Heroic, and there was a possibility for a bonus round victory in the previous round for NiP. They didn't pick it up. So they've gone to the AWP out for Wrinkle and Force on the rest. And a wall smoke's deployed outside. Tesses creeps with him, closer and closer towards Secret. And he'll make his way down the stairway, so already occupying the lower bomb site territories. Now they're going to think about pushing it towards ramp. Isaac at the ready. A lot of pressure being applied towards Isaac's position. Flash catches him. He has to drop down, and now he's under a lot of scrutiny because his support player in Wrinkle that could have come to help with the AWP is mollied away, and Isaac just blasted out of the way. So charge down to the lower bomb site complete for Heroic. They haven't quite cleared Maxter yet, and he's waiting right beside the double doors.
Just biding his time, just waiting for Rez to arrive. This steals everything.
Yeah, Rez collects the headshot on
How'd he
towards
go for it?
Tesses. Molotov out towards control room. Maxter forced up on top of the stairway. 4v4, time starting to tick in this post plan. If NiP want to pull this retake off, they've got to go soon. Smoke out towards the right side of the ramp. Maxter climbing through the window. It's going to be Alex collecting that first, but Dexter and Kicksam fighting back for Heroic, and Nerds out from ramp has probably won this round now. Wrinkle only has the AWP and no kit, so can't win this round. No time. He's going to try and flee and get out of that. And that's going to be Heroic tying the scoreline up 2-2.
I hate the bomb radius in Nuke. It's so ruthless. As Heroic win the round just with one alive, but they're going to be happy with that. Josh opening things up. He had an extremely quiet map 1 as well. So hopefully it's going to be a little bit more alive here. As Heroic. 2 now back-to-back tying things up for the side of NiP. Timeout getting called. And it will be an eco. Maybe a couple of upgraded pistols coming out for perhaps Rez and Isaac, but they're going to try and work around the AWP of Wrinkles, who, as we saw at the end of map number 1, Dinka, he was very quiet, not really finding much impact. We were talking about, you know, Rez having a hell of a round. We saw Isaac chipping in as well, but Wrinkle, the potential blossoming star of this team, has yet to really find any crazy impact so far here in this series. And Nuke CD side, as an opera, that is where you expect to see someone like him shine.
Yeah, I want to see something out of Wrinkle. Didn't have the greatest first map, and now a charge out from Heroic. Oh, the Zeus worked out for Alex nicely. Tesses hits the deck, 5-7 for the back of the bomb site. Eventually cleared out, but the USPs with the distraction and Wrinkle's AWP, they've been able to put a stop to this for Heroic. It was a decent start from Heroic into the round, but things have unraveled so quickly, so very quickly. But Maxter gives up his life by pushing into Hut and has given Dexter a 1v1 with all the time in the world. Last spotted over towards Heaven. Wrinkle relocates to main, and Dexter is able to read it, find him, and drop him to pick the round up for Heroic.
Still very, very close, very expensive round there from Heroic. For Heroic, rather. Nice find by Alex, and then the USP is putting a lot of work. It's actually a pretty good call from Heroic, right? You know they have the AWP player, a live Wrinkle. So like, where's the one spot he's least likely to be on, which is the upper bomb site. So a fast upper pop. Still got it very hairy. For NiP, yep, that's just a full eco for the rest of them, so the buy will be in. The op retrieved for Mr. Dexter. Money really hasn't been built up on either two teams. It's still a very back and forth affair for both teams. Yeah, for those of you just tuning in, yeah, it was Heroic winning the map number 1, but having to unfortunately get overturned with the snap tap incident, as it will henceforth.
Accidental. Right?
Accidental.
You must note.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not even meaning it, like, absolutely. Like, a pro like that wouldn't do it on purpose, so unlucky. But this is a mapping from Heroic, a map which I was very surprised to see them go for. I thought they would go for something a little bit different. It's
now Dexter boosted up on top of Red, has just descended down. Isaac walking up the stairway, and Nerds just blasts him away. Isaac ripped off the top, and now Heroic standing with the advantage.
Pump the brakes. Diagonal wall of smokes. I can see for NiP, they really have no information. They go nothing whatsoever. They have a player towards lower. They've actually gambled towards lower because they haven't heard any footsteps. And this has been perfect for Heroic. Just a couple of smokes there. Rotation from NiP. 2 players lower, 1 towards ramp, 1 outside. No one on the upper bomb side. With 30 seconds on the clock, they're going to find a free bomb plant. Unless the player from heaven, that is Rez, does something crazy.
Rez coming out, peering over the top. It's going to be 1 on towards Kicksat. Tessis to trade it back. Alex keeping numbers even. 15 seconds. That bomb eventually starting to get planted. And NiP looking to pull off a retake. Maxter's close by. Molotov towards the back of the side. He's going to heat things up for Heroic. Alex swinging into the jewel, and it burns eventually at Heaven, but it puts it all on Dexter. Now, he won a 1v2 previously. This one a lot more difficult with that defuse happening and the bomb not planted for him, so Dexter's going to have to concede this one. Wrinkle with a full stick of 10 seconds. Pulls off the round for NiP. Dexter looking to peel away with another at the end there. And he will. He'll eventually get the job done.
It's a huge kill from Alex towards outside, or from next to Unbreakable. Gets the kill on the player coming in towards Mini, and the 2 other players on the bomb site so uncomfortably stuck in behind the bomb site, and Wrinkle is so far away, all the way behind T-Lobby with the AWP, so there was not much you could do to help them out. So Heroic, despite having the player advantage, well, things not really going their way. Well done from NiP as well. That was a very controlled retake.
Outside wall deployed.
Switch up from Rez hasn't done this yet so far.
Yeah, he has. He's going to be a little bit disruptive here. Real problem.
Did he see him?
Oh, could be a thorn in their side, but they're going to check for it. They're going to consider it, and Rez not patient enough to make it pay off. He walks right into the backside of Red, and Kicksand knocks him out. Opening kill for the side of Heroic. Good kill from Tessa's back. There's Wrinkle to hit the deck, and 2-player advantage for Heroic. The start of their T side on Nuke is looking pretty solid, at least in the early rounds. NiP, how do they even find a way back into this blood? It just looks entirely unlikely. There's too much space occupied for Heroic. They're now down in the lower bomb site. Shush is on the T roof. Comes down to Isaac. Comes down to whether or not this young Swede can step up to a massive extent. First bullet, inaccurate, able to control the spray. Couldn't get the second. If he did, and the round's back on. His teammates have made a very quick rotation down to B. They make a lot of noise about this. Double doors open. Nerds to eliminate Maxter, and surely they look for Alex now. They're still committed to B, and that flank from Shush. No, it's not coming down the ramp. I thought it might, and the bomb plant is denied. Alex doing what he can here. Eventually, they're going to wait on Shush to come down ramp. He's the player that should win this round, and not even required as the first fight goes against Nerds underneath him, and he loses it. So Heroic out 4-3. Yes, not a bad start here for Heroic.
Yeah, looked a little worrying there. Isaac doing his best. Yeah, this was very uncomfortable for Rez, right? It looked like he had an idea to maybe try and get an early opening duel, but then after that, there was like the only option for him seemingly was just push into the smoke. No flashes coming in. I thought he'd probably play with his teammate towards outside yard and try and maybe work in tandem together, ask for a flashbang, just walking into the smoke. So that's not ideal, Dinko. It's going to be full eco. It should be round number 5 for Heroic.
Thanks for Tessas. Clearing out the CTs.
Any day now. Yeah, there we go.
And eventually tap it away. Yeah, it's going to be a 5-3 start here for Heroic on their map pick. Up next is Vertigo. If we need to go to map 3. Good shot from Isaac. 5-7 coming through. Tessis getting knocked out by it. And Isaac makes his way down to the lower bomb site. Now an AK in hand, and not a lot you could do with it, sadly. So Heroic now increasing that lead. Money's going to return to NiP. We'll see how they're going to do in this. I mean, I think they've been struggling just with some of the opening kills. You know, Heroic got 2 clean entries.
But Tezos especially, he's been kind of taking control of outside yard. And sure, yeah, this is against just the pistols, but we saw it even in some of the rounds against the rifles. He's been really activated. Second time for NiP. It's very early in the game.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's helped NiP. The circumstances, not yet anyway.
Look at the money for Heroic as well, man. Like, you have a couple of players, Dexter 7K, $5,000 in Shush, the rest of them average of about $2,500, but that is on the T side, post to buy. So they're building up a very, very solid economy as well as we enter the latter stages of this first half. Wrinkle, again, yet to really find much impact in the game.
Yeah, not yet. But if he's able to find some impact play, that could be exciting.
Yeah, you'd love to see it.
I mean, it would, not only would it be exciting to see him obviously play individually well, but it obviously just changes the outcome. Well, not the outcome, but certainly changes the level that NiP can get to, right? If Wrinkle's having a good game on the CT side of Nuke. There's not a lot of rounds left in this half, though. You're looking at 5 rounds already picked up for this T side. That's already a good half for Heroic. NiP need to pick up the rest, and they've lost their first player. Another double opener from Heroic. No answers yet from NiP, and it just keeps getting worse. Finally, Rez able to step out of that smoke, reveals a kill on Shush. Nerds getting dinked. Rez doing damage, nearly takes down 2 players. That would have absolutely flipped this round back into the doable territory, but Heroic are outclassing NiP at the moment. They have come in, they have locked in, and this is a sign of a true professional roster, though, right? The fact that you can have circumstances lead to you having your map win overturned, and you come back into this game and you just tell yourself you're going to focus. Right, okay, we're going to have to just deal with what happened and focus up and get the result regardless. And so far, so good for Heroic. And I mean, the amount of rounds they've picked up on this T side already, it just feels like...
And it's so convincing as well,
yeah.
Right? A lot of the rounds, and the rounds that NiP have won have been coming down as a couple of Heroics, a couple of timings going their way. Also lovely work from Shush. They're just being so very patient to clean kills. And even the spacing, the trading, they just look like the better team easily so far here on this map. NiP though, with a bit of, it's not really a great buy, but trying to go for the delayed lobby crunch. But Nerds,
okay, Nerds. He's had enough. He has had enough. I mean, we talked about him, Bly. We said it on the first map, right? We were so excited to see if Nerds could come in and have a great performance. We were talking about some of the issues that Heroic have had, and that's being able to activate the likes of Nerds, being able to get Dexter Friking out. Coming into map 2 of this series, it's Tessus on 10 kills, 8 deaths. That's great to see that it hasn't rattled him. He's still focused and domed in this round by the Deagle, but you've got the Nerds and Dexter step up at the moment. That's a 4K for Nerds, and he handles that round very easily.
Yeah, the vibes seem to be...
recovered. Winning rounds generally does help the vibes, doesn't it?
Yeah, Tessus still not very happy, but that man, listen, he is really wrecking it at the server right now.
Yeah, he is.
The amount of opening kills he's getting, and that was a beautiful sequence from Nerds. 4K to close it out. Heroic just kind of speed running through this map. 7-3 now. There's 2 rounds remain and another buy for NiP, but these buys have just looked so toothless. Wrinkle though, nice aggression. Flashback to the system as well, but he doesn't quite land the shot, Dinko. Lucky to stay alive as well.
Yeah, it's going to be Rez removing Nerds down to just 3 players. Finally, NiP getting some clean entries in a round. Some clean openers going untraded. But already 7 rounds on the T side. It feels really good for Heroic. You know, generally having 7 rounds on the T side of Nuke, you can work with that play. You can feel good for the rest of the half here.
Wrinkle's not having a good time.
That's a missed shot, yeah.
He's missed so many shots which you usually would expect him to hit. And I don't think Heroic are...
Well, not quite enough power thrown up there. AWP slaps right back, but he's got the AK in hands now as Dexter looks to move into this with a rifle trio instead. Now, Wrinkle knows they've occupied the lower bomb site. He's still worried about ramp, and he peeks into the open.
my.
No way. Shush just fighting back, getting them into this round again. 28 seconds left. Oh, Dexter, he's got another kill. Oh, he should have. He should have got the kill, but he didn't. He was unable to get that little final bullet to land, and Dexter's the bomb carrier. Used the molly for the vent, surely, but no. He's going to place it up towards heaven, knowing that Tesses can cover vent instead. And Tesses is about to be cleared. Can he get one bullet off? He can't. Alex moves up, and now it's Dexter with 100 HP left in a 1v3.
Surely not, right?
Two players coming up the vent, one at main. They climb up the ladder right into Dexter. Oh, they line up, but no bullets. Oh, he had it. Oh, he had the round. He had the recovery.
They lined up.
They lined up completely. If he just had more bullets in the AK, Dexter would have won that round, but it doesn't happen for him. It doesn't pan out that way. And despite his best efforts and Shush's double kill in the ramp room, it's not enough for Heroic to turn it back. NiP desperately needed that one, though.
Just pulling off almost an Olaf, standing in the fire and the flames. That would have been just robbery, Dinko. They lined up. NiP gonna be thanking their lucky stars. Even in the 5v3, so labored, coming down to the 1v2 at the very end there. And we did touch upon how flush the money was for Heroic, so they're gonna have no trouble whatsoever going for another purchase. Wrinkle now.
Oh, that's a good kill, finally. Wrinkle's starting to get a little bit aggressive about this, but his teammates have gone down inside of the A bomb site. A has fallen. Rez coming in to pick it up, though. And great headshots to close out a 5th round at the end of the first half. Heroic still lead the way as they bounce back after a strange start to this game. 7-5 half as Heroic have the lead here on Nuke. One map down in the series, looking to try and pull it back and send it to Vertigo. NiP have been given a golden ticket and they look to try and run with it the whole way, but not really enough done in that first half to feel all that confident about the Ninjas as they now switch to the more difficult side and have to do the most of the heavy lifting on their T side. A pistol round win would go a long way here for NiP.
That's been a quiet game so far. Waterfall smoke for Mini. Heroic opting not to really take this deal. Kicks and dope. Long-range deals to the USP, which will favor him, but it's not really looking to take a chance with these fights.
Yeah, great shots from Shush, man. He's not stopping. He's not slowing down today. He's just been landing shots round after round. Double doors swung open. Now Dexter and the Julies, we know how effective those can be. And with Tessa's combined, it is an 8th round for Heroic.
Clean.
That is, yeah, that's as clean as it gets, really. That's great work from Heroic. Comfortable pistol round victory. And I mean, with a pistol round win and already 7 rounds from the T side, you're looking at Heroic giving themselves the absolute control of Nuke.
And he said it earlier as well, you know, just like the tenacity not to allow what happened in map 1 to really affect their mentality. I think it's a great testament to just, you know, the team overall. They came in looking to kick ass here and chew bubblegum, and they were clearly out of gum. NiP, no bomb down, not even a kill, just the 5 blocks.
Little tower hoping they find someone, get a little aggressive outside. Unlikely to happen, so NiP can use this round just to try and settle into how they want to play this T side.
Meanwhile, on the over in A stream, FaZe have managed to take map number 2 with 13-11.
All right, so things are stabilizing over there.
Classic FaZe.
Yeah, lose the first map, come back into the game, and perhaps it'll be an overtime extravaganza on the 3rd.
And I'm all for it, baby.
Yeah, well, we're looking at Vertigo as a 3rd map in this series, and right now looking likely we're going to have to go to that 3rd map.
It's going to take a while.
Yes, this tower not exactly going to be all that effective as no one from Heroic is budging, no one's giving any aggression up.
I'm waiting. I'm really looking forward to it. My favorite thing with EPL, from the Counter-Strike, obviously, is waiting for the skits to come out.
Yeah, excited to see what they're going to cook up over there in the studio. The wonderful brain of Harry, Russell, and Hugo Byron.
My dream is to be a part of an ESL skit.
Oh, you've been a part of a few of them.
Yeah, but like, you know, more recently.
Yeah, true. What was your favorite one you did? You had the one with the Batman and Carrigan. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was fun. I like the one with Fallen as well. Fallen, me, and Trace.
What were you doing in that one?
It was about you know, Fallen being the professor and just like telling us stuff. It was a small one. It's a quick one. But I always wanted to be one of the high production value ESL skits. You know what I mean? Like the Fight Club, the Casting Club one, for example. That was my favorite from last season.
Someday, Blair, your dreams may come true.
Yeah, screw it, Major. I want to do a skit. Major final.
Yeah, it's all about the skits.
Here we go.
Rez applying pressure outside, getting into the cross smokes. He's gonna apply a little bit of pressure. He hears the steps making their way backwards as Nerds gets in behind the credit card, and Rez applying pressure here. He could actually walk with the smoke, and he's got caught. They know exactly where he is. Rez still fighting, crosses outside and makes it to Secret despite taking a relatively risky pathway. Now it goes down the ramp hole. Tessa's doing damage onto the first 2. Was caught in 2 minds about how he wanted to hold, whether or not he wanted to change his position or stand and fight. And at least there's some damage, but they've lost Dexter also. So Heroic down 2 players, trying to fight back his Shush. He does so with just 1, and that bomb plant is coming through, but oh, so low, couldn't deny. Didn't find his crosshair in the right place there, Blair, not at all.
It's not going to deal too much damage either, and yeah, Heroic, if they got the kill at least on the planter, there was a chance of attempting this retake, or at least, you know, trying to fight for the round, but they saved an AWP. And that was really actually a very big round from Rez there, right? Catching the player to its secret. That really allowed them to have a little bit more comfort heading in towards a lower bomb site. So NiP, yeah, first time the guns come out on this T side, they will strike gold. And despite the fact that Heroic looks so dominant, Dinko, initially, the scoreline just like, it's 9-6 now, just 2 rounds away.
Yeah, that's somewhat swell though, isn't it? You can, oh, Max.
Oh, no.
Boom, against the wall. You know, that's me after a night out, blah.
I've seen that. I've seen that, dog.
Trying to get back in the building, just headbutting the wall.
Yeah, I had to drag you back. Good times.
Yeah, good times. Never felt so good. Well, Heroic, yeah, big lead. I'd imagine, well, I still feel very comfortable that Heroic are going to take this at the moment. They have just looked like the better squad, and there's just a lot of work still to be done for NiP, but they seem in good spirits, you know? They're behind, but they're still cheerful.
They're a map up, you know?
That's true, Blah. They are indeed a map up. And Rez eating shrapnel. He's lost.
Facts don't care for your feelings, Dinko.
Yeah,
I've learned that from Yanko.
that's a quote.
Yep.
Rez down to 54. Just getting mauled early on, but not dead yet. Still fighting.
Can Rez replicate what Tessus did on his T site? Remains to be found. We do have a bit of a roost what's outside. It's going to be a ramp pop coming in. And it is Dexter by his lonesome. AWP in hand. And there's no one nearby, Dinko. There is Tessus though roaming outside towards Hell. But if the push comes on in, he will have to drop on down. Oh. They've heard this.
Well, it's a bait though. It's right into the scope waiting for them, so it's perfectly played. Steps, making it sound like the ramp player dropped down into B to allow NiP to move forward, and they walk right into the AWP.
They have lost control of Secret, however, right? So there are some avenues available for NiP, though. With time, not really different. 50 seconds on the clock. They have a player towards low up, towards back fence. Rez is going to be popping up here. And he catches the timing right. 40 seconds now. The execute has to come on in. Molly, not in shish, though.
Oh, Dink is in from Nerds. Kixan delivering onto Rez, and this NiP round has completely stalled out. It is nothing. Nothing for the Ninjas.
Emphatic answer. Reply from Heroic. Not a single casualty, barely any damage getting taken as well. Just 29 points of damage being taken in total for the Heroic side. An absolute shutdown. And I love that little play towards ramp as well. Just the bait sound as pointed out.
Yeah, it was a great little move from Heroic. It worked out perfectly. NiP fall for the trap completely, losing the first player, and they really never found a plan B that was successful, right? They never got out of the lobby. They never burst through ramp. Just super tough stuff for the Ninjas in Pajamas. And, you know, you mentioned the scoreline not looking like it was worlds away, but I think it really is. You know, we're looking at the situation. A tech issue. So it looks like it's on the NiP side.
Oh no, Dinko, I'm scared now.
You're okay, Blood. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine.
What is it now, Rappy Tappy? Oh, Shush is just lounging. Hell yeah. And you should be. They're looking so comfortable right now in Nuke.
Yeah.
I had a few questions about his Nuke pick coming in, but they look like a well-oiled killing machine. Do you know who Killdozer is?
Not a clue who Killdozer is, Blood.
Oh, who do you think he is?
I'd imagine he's some sort of comic book character, Blood.
He's not. His name was Marvin Heemeyer, who once got so mad that he built a bulldozer completely armored up and went on a rampage in a small little town in the US in 2004 in Colorado. He just went bulldozing everything, and it was called Killdozer.
Well, that sounds pretty psychopathic, really.
I think he was. He eventually got...
sounds horrible.
Unfortunately. But yeah, Killdozer, man. Like, you thought he was a superhero or like a rather a bad guy, whatever.
Yeah, kind of was a bad guy.
He was an IRL supervillain.
Yeah, it turns out he was.
Don't let your dreams be memes, guys. Want to be a superhero?
No, please don't encourage that, Blood, on this broadcast. So
yeah,
please don't do that.
Don't drive down in a bulldozer.
Please do not do that.
I like bulldozers, though.
Fist bumps in. Hopefully soon. The tech issue resolved, it looks like it is. So here we go. 10-6 scoreline. Heroic leading the charge. For the Ninjas in Pajamas, it's the Deeks out on 3. And this T side has been flat. I think their nuke has been somewhat flat as well in general. Only 4 rounds of difference though.
Yeah, but it's going to be 11. Sorry, it's going to be 5 rounds. Or rather 11 for Heroic very quickly here, unless it's Deagle can pull off something truly miraculous. And Nerd says, nuh-uh. Oh, yeah, yes. This one's done. It really does feel like it's over.
Oh, Heroic, yeah, they've taken full control. They want Vertigo. And it looks like they're going to get it. I think based on how Heroic have played across this series and now questions being answered about how the performance would be here, you gotta feel like Heroic are gonna win this series, despite going to Vertigo.
I did see the Heroic Twitter account make a tweet. Got me the first 3-0 best of 3 ever. Just kind of funny,
Just
actually.
a BO5.
A BO5 in a best of 3.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Well, it's looking like that is the most likely outcome. And it's really impressive to me how Heroic have their mental, you know, being able to stabilize mentally and come into the game.
It's not easy, even for some of the best teams out there, right? It's hard to come back from something where I was feeling a little weird at the start of this map. Like I didn't really know what to think or what to feel coming into it, and I can only imagine what it's like being involved in that on the playing side of things. So. Yeah, doing well. Heroic is just staying mentally in it. You're young, you're emotive, Denko.
Yeah.
You care about
things.
You have empathy, you care about people and their feelings. But you know what? Facts don't care about feelings.
Yeah, that's the second time you said that now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really...
Because my middle name is Facts.
So you don't care about my feelings, blah? That's it?
Well, we'll talk about it later on. Anyway, considering I'm literally staying with you right now for like the next couple of weeks. It's fun, by the way. So, for those of you who don't know, I'm staying over with Dinko for the duration of our B stream here for EPL.
Yep, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, being roommates. I haven't had a roommate in... I haven't been a roommate, rather, in over a decade.
I've never had a roommate, so...
Well, there we go, Dinko.
First experience.
Rise
coming in for a peek at main. Great headshot. That's going to be kickstand going down, and a great start to the round here for NiP. Followed up by Isaac, and yeah, 2 clean entries like that generally result in the round victory. There's no way to get back into the fight here for Heroic. Money's good, though. Money is very good. But it's still just not likely enough to want to throw everything into it, so... Yep. We're just going to play some exits, and we're going to see another round added to the tally for NiP. But how often are we going to be able to see them go for an upper boss, get 2 clean entries, and immediately force a save call?
That's a peak.
That is one hell of a shot from Russ. You have to say, that was impressive.
I am Oakland. 2017 MVP strikes again.
Yes, he does.
That was a huge round from him, though. Great opening fine as well. And listen, if you're Heroic, you're not really too worried, honestly. Can retrieve the AWP? Yes, they will. Testas. Oh, they're so low. Don't detonate. They're so lucky. Isaac is so lucky to stay alive there. All right. NiP, they do get one back in return. A faster upper split coming in, catching Heroic off guard. But as you pointed out, money is not going to be a problem whatsoever.
Yeah, they've got money for days, so Heroic are just going to keep purchasing, which makes this very difficult for Ninjas. But let's see what they've got. I mean, they can start to build some momentum and finally shadow that money. It's going to take some time. Maybe they can get back into this. They're going for an A hit again. Looks like a direct hit. Flash comes out, kicks out blinded and forced in behind Tetris. Maxter looking at main and not looking in the sight. And that allows Kicksan to not only get the kill on the door player, but also spin back over towards Hutch. Shush gets 2 from the side, and NiP are dead. It's 12 rounds to 7.
NiP are dead.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. That's it. Call it a day.
Yeah, they're going to go for the hunt.
I mean, it's also nice to see Heroic, with everything resolved, still come out and look this strong, and I think it wouldn't have affected the game all that much to a crazy extent, but it is against the rules, obviously. But it's now just Heroic showing that we were going to win Nuke anyway. We were going to pick this up, and now we're going to try and win the series over on Vertigo.
And everyone's chipping in as well. Like we saw in map 1, despite the win they had, it was Kixon who was doing the brunt of the heavy lifting for Heroic. But here, everyone having their moment to shine. And Tess, as we saw him towards outside as well. We saw Nerds just popping heads left, right, and center too, and Hunt is absolutely on. Can Wrinkle save with 40 seconds on the clock, Dinko? I doubt it. The flash is going to come in. Where's the flash? No flash.
They're getting closer towards him, but I think they want to kill him after the time. So they're just going to wait till this time runs out, and then they'll go and try and kill him after the time. So the run boost will ruin the shot, actually. Actually going to go with a little bit early, so offering up a mercy by going before the time. Wrinkle. They pick up the kill on Nerds. 12 seconds to defend his AWP, and they're getting ever closer to him now, down to the final 9 seconds. They're going to keep sending bodies at him, and eventually they get rid of that AWP. He will have money thanks to the mercy of dying before the time, but it might not matter because now it's 12-7. Heroic looking to close out Nuke.
And looking very, very comfortable while doing it as well.
Yeah, they're looking a lot better than NiP right now. A lot better. I don't think the entry path was necessarily that great from NiP. Maxter looked incredibly confused as to where he was going to be looking.
Yeah, like especially when you're looking that direction, expecting a teammates coming out from HUD to be clearing the angle to your
Or
left.
smoky main, or I guess maybe they wanted to fight the main player. Either way, it doesn't work for NiP at all.
I don't think NiP were expecting this map to come out, honestly. They looked, I wouldn't say woefully underprepared, but you can clearly see how different, you know, the style, how different they look as opposed to Ancient, where sure, Heroic did win the game, but it was a much more closer affair, right, on Ancient, but...
Okay, Nerds, that is one way to start the end of this map. 2 kills straight through the smoke and the crossing players. Kixan in behind red. He doesn't catch anybody going down towards Secret, but they don't have information that all 3 remaining NiP players are down here. But it's going to be a tough turnaround for the 3 remaining members, Isaac, Maxter, and Alex, looking to keep NiP alive on Nuke. This game is destined for Vertigo. The 3rd and final map just moments away. Tesses had a great first half, a lot of impact. But it's nice to see Nert stepping up the way he has. Shush having a great game as well. And Dexter's 15 and 6. Doors open on B, double doors swung wide. Tesses having to check forward. Isaac's actually going to win that first fight, so drawing NiP a step closer, but Dexter's cleaned up, and he's had enough. He wants to close it here and now, and headshot to the face. That is one hell of a way to close it for
I felt
Dexter.
that.
Yeah, we felt that one, and Heroic bounced back. A strange start to this map, but they will drag it into Vertigo. We take it to a 3rd map, and their dreams of winning the series reawakened.
Oh, NiP winning the 9th round, opting to start on the T side. And it's a fast play coming up towards ramp.
Yeah, it's quite quick here for NiP, sending their forces up short. And Tesses is going to hear a lot of that. But they're going into the Dexter rather, Julius. And we know how much of a beast he can be, but not this time. Tesses actually shot Dexter, and this is one hell of a round from NiP.
All right.
That was quick blood. I got to say, that had some punch to it.
I'm a little flabbergasted because that was so very fast. Shush, at least able to get one in return, but his position is known, and yeah, there's really not a chance at him winning this. Insta-gush.
We're seeing so many of these fast pistol rounds these days where you just see the Glocks and Kevlar be almost unstoppable. I think a bit of a meme we've had going recently after Betboom was that we were talking about the Falcons pistol round because they just bought Kevlar and nothing else.
It works.
And it really does work on the Glocks. You know, they can just be such an overwhelming force of nature that Heroic unable to put a stop to it, unable to put an end to it. And you can see the celebrations for Wrinkle, happy about collecting the pistol round here. And they've got to start rolling with that. Admin over, though, having a look at Rez's PC. Bit of an issue, so they're not going to be able to continue that momentum straight away into round 2.
It's all right. It's all good. I think everyone's a little stressed.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be a very odd day at the office for the players.
Yeah, it's been a weird day, man. Game one was fun, though. Like, we saw Lid Vision going against Na'Vi, overtime game with Dust 2, and then Na'Vi just closing things out very convincingly. Quick start to the day. And now, we also have map game number 3 coming up later on as well. It's, of course, going to be brought to you by Exner and Darth Mike all the way.
Darth Michael.
He's a master of all trades, Dinko. He does everything.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's a desk host. He's a commentator. He also does arena hype as well.
Yeah, Darth Michael. He's got a lot of skills. Yeah, he's definitely one of the top individuals. There we go. NiP 1-0 up, and for Heroic, it is USPs and a P250. So not expecting too much here. NiP about to start things off with a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, just being very methodical here. I have a feeling this one's going to be way closer than what we saw on on map 1 or map 2 at the very least, right? It's one of those scenarios where it's like the middle of the pack map for both these two teams. They're pretty comfortable in both of them. And for NiP, they should look pretty comfortable here. Just jumping on out. It's going to be a bit of a farm city. Money being made by the MAC-10.
Shoot left alone, and 2-0 as expected for NiP. No problems that they're running into just yet. Finally, money is going to arrive for Heroic, and we'll get to see some of these gun rounds.
Yeah, didn't really get to see much city side, but the guns coming out. They did have... I want to see Wrinkle starting to get activated a little bit more. He really has just been so absent throughout this entire series. Hopefully, this is going to be the map. Final one of this opening game. For the two Nordic orgs. What's the difference between Scandinavia and the Nordics?
Scandinavia isn't it made up of Denmark, Sweden, Norway?
Just three?
The Nordics are maybe... and Iceland, right?
Yes, it's a little weird.
I used
Yeah, you are correct. Scandinavia most commonly refers to Denmark, Norway, and Sweden.
Yes.
While
The Nordics are with Iceland
it's
and
everyone
Finland.
else. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
There we go. It's always curious how a lot of people use it interchangeably, and then you meet an actual person from Sweden or Denmark. They're like, no, it's not. That's the worst Nordic accent ever.
Yeah, that was terrible, actually.
That's actually worse than Jason the Moses O'Toole's Irish accent. Double setup here towards sandbags, a bit of a bait and switch.
Yeah, Tessus and Kicksan hiding behind these sandbags, ready to go. Utility about to be dropping in towards their position, or is it? Tessus swings, and now it's gone way too well. It's actually way too successful, and they haven't actually dealt with Tessus. So they have no idea there's a second player there. Because finally he's gone, but Kicksan is just lying in wait, and they think about it. They actually consider the fact that there could be a second player in the sandbags. Kicksan moves out with that smoke though and uses it to absolute perfection. Rez wraps around the back of the catwalk, and it's victory for NiP.
Alex was so certain there was another player potentially behind a sandbag.
I think it was the way that Tessus swung that he perhaps.
Yeah. He's like, why is he peeking out so early?
Yeah,
right?
he wouldn't swing like that if we're not checking him or forcing him to peak. So perhaps that's the idea behind it for Alex.
He survived the initial great work from Tessus to find the 2 kills, but Rez taking in from behind, able to finish off the final kill in 2v1, catches Dexter with his pants down, 3-0. A bit of light investment coming in from Heroic, but NiP off to a very, very good start indeed, Denko.
Yeah, off to a great start, and I mean, they just need to win Vertigo to win this series. So, I mean, they're going to have to try and take this golden ticket and run it all the way to victory. A boost up here for Tessus. Heroic don't have a lot to play with, so NiP, as long as they don't mess up here, as long as they don't fumble against the pistols and the MP9s, this should be a comfortable enough victory for the side of the Ninjas. Rez is going to walk his way up short. He's got Wrinkle coming in behind him. And here's Tessus having a little boost up.
99 though. Ooh, great utility damage on the Tessus, tagged on a 19 HP. The spam, the molly, and the nade. Heroic, it's a stack towards A here, Dinko.
Grenade landing in behind him. Alex Maxter and Isaac with 3 kills, locking it in, but Shush fighting back. P250 into the triple kill. That is wild stuff from Shush, and he has given Nerds a small chance, but a chance nonetheless to win this round with the MP9. He'll sit in the elevator. Rez will come towards him, and they're considering the angle. Oh no, Nerds gets the chance. Oh, Rez goes down. He's seen the second player. Can Nerds do this? No. Wrinkle stops him just about 4 rounds in a row for NiP. I started by saying, you know, as long as NiP don't fumble against this kind of buy, should be a comfortable 4-0. And they nearly did.
That was scary. Yeah, I mean, they basically telegraphed it's going to be an A hit coming in, right? And for the CTs, considering it was a half buy, they're like, yeah, screw it, just going to go for the wide swings and hope for the best. But yeah, Wrinkle, safe pair of hands at the end there. All good in the hood so far for NiP. Flawless T side here. Again, they did win the knife round and opted to start on the T side, so far, so good. Op in the hands of Dexter. Bit of a patient game between him and Maxter, but Max is not going to show his hand. Just, okay, Rez. That's a tap and a half onto its kicks, and good night, Sweet Prince.
Yeah, he's not happy about that play. Not at all. Tessa straight down that smoke, though. Wrinkle trading back. And NiP staying ahead again. Even if these rounds are coming close, even if there's some deadly nature being presented by Heroic, NiP are finding the way to stay in the game. And you asked for it this whole series. You've been wanting this all game long. Wrinkle is showing up. He's 7-2. 2 kills in this round as well.
Yeah, I need a replay of that kill. Doesn't matter who wins this round. I need a replay of that tap from Rez. That was beautiful.
Good jump spot. Shush sees one at B. That is great information gathered without putting himself too far into harm's way.
They can just go for a full-fledged exec here, but Wrinkles walked on up. The low HP player just being the tip of the spear, so to speak. And this is such an awkward duel. Dexter with the op as well. Oh boy.
Yeah, this is quite strange. You know, the ops don't generally get in these kind of situations.
Oh boy.
But Wrinkle is heavily favored. He now sees him. Dexter is going to die. Dexter is going to go down. Wrinkle will not miss that shot. And now Shush left as the only B player. He felt like he had to stand in his ground over on this side of the map, and NiP have gone elsewhere. So the plant being locked in, it's going to be put down on default. And this results in a 5-0 start for NiP. One hell of a turnaround here for the Ninjas. This is the best they've looked all series long.
Absolutely. And that's such a brazen play from Wrinkle, right? Gets 2 kills with Ramp, and it's like, hey guys, I'm 12 HP. I'm just going to push on in. I'm just going to at least find some information and be a decoy, but actually catching Dexter.
Yeah, and Shu's looking to hang on to this M4, so it is 5 rounds in a row for the Ninjas in pajamas.
Finally woken up.
I mean, this could be a great chance for NiP to do something at Pro League. If you can win your opening game against Heroic when it looked like you were never going to have an opportunity to do so.
Terrorists win.
This would be huge for Ninjas. Got to take this opportunity and run with it. And they look like they're in good spirits. Oh, that was Rez, that little tap over the smoke on Kickstand. That was great. Yeah, Wrinkle has a great round with his AWP, wielding it to success. He gets the high fives, dishes them out.
Wrinkle's opping, like when he goes for these little flicks and little vibration he has at the end, reminds me of Simple.
Yeah, that's good. That's true.
You know what I mean, right? The little shake at the end, yeah.
Like a little Kirby.
Shout out Kirby. I miss him.
Yeah. He was at EWC for a day.
Yeah, then he got kicked.
No, they just had a really tough bracket. They came in as
I know, but
didn't play in the best of one.
But didn't get removed from the team.
I think there's a lot of other circumstances that might have led to that. But yeah. At the moment, NiP in control, full control right now. Heroic have got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and at some point the bleeding needs to be stemmed, and again it's going to be a bit of the half buy coming in, trying to hopefully work around the M4 in the hands of Shush, but he's going to be the B anchor, right? So NiP so far, their protocols have been solid. Speed up from Alex, just grouping up, contact play.
Oh, that's a headshot, but not enough damage because the metal protected Rez. Grenade goes in and down to 8 HP off the back of that. Alex stays committed into the attack, and out to Elevator. Nice shot from the in-game leader. The Spaniard's got some moves. And he's looking for a kill here on Tesses, and he'll not get it because the deagle of Tesses is so damn good. And the player that Tesses had headshotted at the beginning of the round and didn't kill was Rez, and he's able to finish him off in the end.
Still alive.
Yeah. That's crazy to think about, but NiP once again, 4v3. It gets a little messy, it gets a little uncomfortable for maybe a brief second.
Get the bomb down.
They're going to take a moment just to breathe and think about putting that bomb down eventually.
Yeah, just slight lull in the action.
Yeah, I mean, it's smart for NiP just to take a pause and wait for some further aggression from Heroic, but it's not coming. Heroic playing disciplined, letting NiP put that bomb down. And there's the plant. Utility coming in now. Tossed out from Elevator. That'll take some damage off onto Alex, but not enough to really talk about, and it doesn't deny the bomb plant. So now it has to be a 3v4 retake scenario for Heroic, or they just save the weapons they picked up, and I think that probably looks like the more realistic call, so they're going to fall away. It's going to be 6 rounds in a row to kick off the T side for NiP. Heroic will save the M4 and Kevlar on Shush, and the Kevlar on Dexter and Nerds.
Yeah, really not able to even pick up the fallen rifle in the hands of Maxter, right? It's kind of in no man's land as well. And yeah, Rez actually going to be surviving on 8 HP. It's running far away. He knows he can't save over here. And he's good.
Terrorists win.
Perfectly calculated, Jaco.
Yeah, it worked out really well.
Yep.
CT side, Heroic, money's finally arriving back into their bank accounts, Blair.
Yeah, but you know, think of sometimes all the money in the world might not be enough, because so far NiP are looking like a killdozer.
It's kind of wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy to see them flip this back after looking like they were being annihilated. They're coming to map 3. It's NiP now in full control of the game.
Fast play here.
Jump up, Shush gives away his life. Wrinkle completely ready for it, hoping that that flash play would allow Shush a comfortable enough fight, but I don't think he was ready for the sheer amount of forces around the corner. And this is about to be 2 clean entries, and Heroic, do they just save again? It feels like, unless they get a kill quickly here on Dexter, it's got to be the save.
Yeah, that was such a good round from NiP, right? Just a switch up there, a fast play towards B. I guess Shush was expecting Wrinkle to be perched up on top, but it looked like they had a perfect read as to where Shush is going to be, and also the flashes completely nullifies Nerds, who, despite a very solid first couple of games, not able to find much. Nice little flick of the wrist there from Dexter, but it's all about trying to hold on to these guns here, which they should be able to. But I don't think NiP care. 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0. So impressive. Heroic looking to hang on to these 3 weapons. That can make a difference. Maxter, no, has to know there's a player on the corner. He just heard the weapon switch, but he's not going to go for it, even with $6,000 in the bank. So, at least Kicksan's been given the mercy to save his weapon on over into the next round. As the opening fight, Shush jumping up over the wood, getting taken out immediately by Wrinkle's AWP. And a 7-0 scoreline. Another timeout taken here for Heroic. They just have not found a way to break through on Vertigo.
And it's like NiP have just been dictating the pace completely. We haven't really seen Heroic able to get control of B stairs, for example, even towards mid, right? It's much more passive hole, and I get it. You starting to trail, the margin's starting to get bigger and bigger, and you're afraid of taking some of these risks of pushing down ramp and whatnot. So they're just playing very static, it's just a very static defense, and the way Heroic just toying with the rotations, the way they're able to stall things out as well, of course, really helps that a lot of the players who were kind of quiet in the first couple of games, they're really starting to wake up. Rez, he's been looking good throughout the entire series, he's looking good here as well, and Wrinkle, the one player touched upon, 9-2 for him on the T side here with the AWP. Everything is clicking into place for NiP when it matters the most.
There's a kill from Testes, that's Rez ripped out, so opening kill for Heroic. It's been a while since they've comfortably stood with a player in the lead. Kicksan getting traded though, and that's great work. Once again, the Wrinkle impact is being felt, and I love that we're seeing this play. We haven't seen it yet in the series. Is Wrinkle actually getting on top?
Yeah, it's great to see, and he's hitting all these shots. He's getting these huge impact kills, clutches, whatnot. And I was wondering, are we going to see an entire series, a best of 3? All 3 maps being played without Wrinkle really having a good map, right? So it's good to see the kid. World Cup. Saw the weapon being switched, I believe. So, this is one towards short. And this is what I'm liking from NiP in this T side here in Vertigo. Once they're opening initial deals are done, whether it's a 5v4 or a 4v5, they just slow it down. They calm things down.
They're not rushing themselves into any mistakes, right? They look a lot more composed.
And look at how cowed Heroic are, right? In a scenario like this, no one's going for any info plays. They're just static. Everyone's scared. Everyone's paranoid.
Well, that util flying on in, elevator smokes, Molotovs, the full execute, the full shebang here for NiP. But a problem for them has been Testes. He's so good on the CT side. He's gone back out to try and get a multi-kill. Dexter coming to chime in, and it's just Wrinkle alongside Maxter left. And look at this play for Maxter. Oh, first kill's in. Oh, another kill from Wrinkle.
No way.
Nerds goes down and then recovered this round unless Dexter has something to say about it. 15 seconds left. Dexter gets dinked, but he turns back for the kill. And now there's still a chance. Grenade will not find him. 9 seconds. Maxter doesn't have the bomb. He has to get the kill, and there's not enough time to get there. Dexter's won the round. Okay, there's no way that he's pulled that off. What has just happened?
What was that?
How the hell did they not
Where was
get
the bomb?
kill? Where was the bomb?
It's all the way to its ramp. They forgot to pick it up.
Oh, that's a disaster for NiP. They got the dink on Dexter as well.
Dude, the shot on Wrinkle by Dexter. I gotta see that again.
Oh, I should have taken that kill though. Oh, man. Dexter wins the round. That's such a weird round, dude.
It looked like NiP had done enough. That play from Maxter sealed the deal. Wrinkle gets the first kill as well with the AK-47, and somehow Dexter. Alrighty. Still 7-1 for NiP. That's alright.
Yeah, it's still a good start, but that felt like you should have been their 8th round.
Yeah, that's true.
It
But
really should have been at the end. That's Fantastic work from Maxter and Wrinkle to get themselves into that position. It looked like the idea from Maxter was going to pay off dividends. They were just 15 HP away from collecting it, or just getting a bomb plant would have changed the outcome of the round as well. 71 and plenty of money for NiP, so they'll be able to just buy back into it again. But this has to be the turning point for Heroic. We've been talking good about Nerds all day long, and for good reason. He's 1-7 at the moment, yet to really get going on the CT side. And I think it's fair to say many members of Heroic have struggled to get going on the CT side so far. So this has to be the turning point, and Nerds is going to be tested in mid. Headshot instantly onto the danger man of Wrinkle, and utility raining in, but it hasn't discouraged Nerds to hold his ground and stand and fight. And Nerds is going to walk away with 3 kills at the start, and that feels like life has suddenly been injected into the Heroic squad.
Yeah, you summoned him, Dinko.
Yeah. And it's just one round can make the difference. It can start turning around your luck in this half. Grenade lands on Dexter, Molotov following in, and Isaac looking to remove him.
Bomb can be retrieved, but there is a flank. Fast one if he wants to head towards a B bomb site. Now Dexter's a lone defender right now if Isaac opts to cross towards the A bomb site. Still doable, Dinko. These are like very separated deals, but this should be it. Dexter should get this kill. There we go.
Yeah, he will. So Dexter locks it in. Isaac going down into another huge round. This time from Nerds. I was going to say another huge round, but it was his biggest kill coming into this. We called it out. And then he goes ahead and gets a 3K when they finally come towards him in mid.
We do have a live update on the A stream as well. Not gonna spoil it for you guys, but
go over and check it out over on the A stream action.
Yeah, that's a hell of a result. I didn't have that in my bingo for today.
I think you've just spoiled it then. Flash here.
Yeah, FaZe winning, taking down a powerhouse at Isangal.
Yeah. Tess hanging around the top. Ramp smoke, grenade blasted open, and Rice only managing 1 kill. Tess is able to trade it back, and
the fact he even gets a kill is great, honestly.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, Shush hasn't really been tested so much.
We talked about Heroic having to break the money of NiP. Well, they're doing that at the moment. You know, they're down to a Khalil. If they lose this round, NiP have nothing to play with in the next. And Heroic have opened up an opportunity to bring this all the way back to a 7-5 half. You know, at the best case scenario.
It would be a miracle if they get it to 5. And I agree with you. There is an absolute possibility. It's just that all the execs that NiP have done have looked so very good, right? But that's also because they have a lot of utility. Right now, it's a bit slim. Couple of flashes, couple of smokes. It's enough to head on over to a B bomb site, but will they expect the player here up close?
Good peek. Shush will swing on out to remove Isaac from the equation. NiP are down to 3 players as they stay focused on B, as it is their only option. They're going to boost up. Nerds is ready for that. Sprays his way down. Wrinkle to die. Maxter to also follow. And Heroic are recovering the half with every step they take. It's going to be likely just an upgraded pistol round in the next round for NiP, which should result in another round victory for Heroic.
Great movement from Shush there, right? He gets the first kill, repositions himself. It was so very low, avoids the nade being lobbed in as well. And for NiP, yeah, they just had very limited utility to work with, had to kind of brute force their way in. And Heroic just being a bit more in your face, right? Just blowing up the smoke towards ramp, for example, looking to take the fights rather than allowing the fight to come in their direction. And you pointed out, Dinko, money is broken, and it's going to be a fast play with the pistols. But they've used up the utility early on, so they have to commit behind this.
Well, we got Tessus holding down the line, though. Just 1 kill. Dexter stepping up behind him, and yeah, that's more like it from Heroic. 4 rounds collected. For the CT side, Maxter is going to be left alone with that little measly Glock in his hands.
Got no faith?
No, none. None, in fact, Blood. For good reason. Last round of the half coming up. Do you believe? Is it going to be 5 for Heroic?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're starting to wake up right now.
The catalyst was that Dexter clutch where he turns back to top ramp.
He just, you know, channeling his inner Gandhi. Himsa play, we call it.
Tell me more. How is he channeling this inner Gandhi, boy?
Well, you just go back to school, Dinko.
No, tell me. Educate me now.
It's about non-violence. Sometimes just let things play out.
You shot him with an AWP.
Call it Himsa.
Yeah, well.
You know what they say, an eye for an eye?
That is what they say.
It's worth it.
Last round of the half coming up, and NiP calling a timeout at the end. They want to get 8 out of it.
I think they're going to be a little disappointed if they end this half just on 7.
Dude, you're 7-0, and yeah.
And you allow Heroic back into the game.
To have 5 rounds to go against you in a row, that would be a disaster. Maybe not a disaster. I think it's maybe too strong of a word, but it would be pretty. It would be pretty, blood.
All right, final round of the first half coming in. Full weaponry for both the teams. And NiP once again going back to the tried and tested. They bought the A ramp where they have found a lot of success for at least for the first 7-8 rounds of this map. And Heroic switch it up. They're not going to be going for the aggro fights to its ramp. Instead, sticking with the boost. But NiP's utility so far has been phenomenal.
A large part of NiP's success was their ability to break open the initial Heroic defenders in the first half and be able to force them into save calls. But this won't be a case here in this round. It can't be at the last round of the first half. And they haven't got an opening kill yet.
And the thing is, despite the fact that the CTs have a bit of utility to work with because they opted to play safe, eventually for NiP, they have at least 2 waves of executes possible. Late goes, oh, this is risky. And Kixon still finds a headshot on his counterpart, that is Alex. And then the nades and the mollies rain on in. Wrinkle and Isaac down to around 50 HP on an average. And a 5v4 looking comfy for Heroic.
NiP stalled out. Completely stalled out.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's rough here for the Ninjas. 29 seconds now left in the round. Smoke fades is short. It's going to be Wrinkle to take that kill back on Tesses. And aggression from Rez as he fires himself forward. Needed a multi-kill to really feel comfortable, but still doing the damage to Nerds. Takes him out of commission a little bit, but Dexter's peak punished by Maxter, and they're back in this fight again. NiP are back into this fight. Shush and Nerds are coming in from the same position up the ramp. And Maxter and Wrinkle looking to close this one out.
I probably thought Nerds would try and be a hero, prevent the plan from taking place with 13 seconds on the clock, but yeah, grouping up together, he's going to be the bait.
Yeah, Nerds is a low HP player. You send him in first. See what he can do, and well, he's incredible. So he's got that first headshot. Wrinkle stood no chance. And it's just Maxter burning, going forward into the fight. Shush locks in the headshot. And Heroic with 5 rounds in a row. A 7-0 lead to a 7-5 first half. NiP's chances have just dwindled here on Vertigo. We welcome you back to the ESL Pro League B stream. An interesting game we've got here. Heroic versus NiP has gone to map 3. It's a 7-5 lead for the Ninjas on this third and final map, but it was 7 rounds in a row for the Ninjas. They looked in complete control, and there was a bit of an awkward situation where Dexter gets dinked, but still wins the round by running away. They run out of time, and after that, that was the catalyst moment, Blair, that allowed Heroic to draw 5 rounds in a row to end the half 7-5.
Yeah, and listen, if you're Heroic, you're super happy with the way it played out, right? It did look like it was going to be NiP running away with that, and for NiP, can they recover? Can they at least... Shush seems to be finding that one very funny, whatever.
Yeah, Nerds has a bit of a problem with maybe his mouse, it looks like that. I'm not 100% sure, but a little tech issue to kick off this second half. So we're getting back into the action as quickly as we possibly can. And this very well could be the last half of Counter-Strike here today, unless we go to overtime.
Do you think it's going to go to overtime?
I think this is really hard to call now. I think NiP did enough in that first half. I think with a pistol win.
Yeah, but I feel the momentum, yeah, absolutely got shifted, right?
Yeah, the momentum got shifted, but it does feel like that can maybe slip back in the way of the Ninjas if they want a pistol round here, Blood.
It's all about a pistol rounds.
In the Ninjas.
It's all about a pistol rounds, Denko.
Look, they've had a rough time.
Round.
Look, they've had a rough time recently. You know, they had to play that game versus Amco.
That is true. That is correct.
You know,
yeah,
it's been rough for them. And a win would be nice.
Everyone lost in that game.
Well, here we go. Tech issue solved. We're into the second half of Vertigo. NiP on the CT side. And they won the pistol in emphatic fashion in that first half.
It's a fake.
A little fakeroo. Are they going to buy it? Are they going to bite on it, Blair?
It's only one player at A. Literally one player at A, and that is Wrinkle.
He's had a bit of a map though, hasn't he? 14-7.
Jiggle. And the swing.
Yeah, let's see what he's able to do. So he sees multiple players coming towards him. He doesn't want to get involved, so he actually silently drops back, and they walk up the ramp. So
no one's budged yet for the CTs.
Yeah, they feel like it's going to be a little double pump, double fake rather. Show B, show A, then go back and B finish, but that's not the case. There's still one player on the A bomb site. Heroic committing their forces and their resources into this A site. Wrinkle with a headshot onto Nertz. He's going to walk away with that first. And now Maxter swinging into the open, hoping he was going to be a hero, but ends up being 0. It's now a 3 versus 3. And the plant walked in. Heroic looking to hold on to it. Wrinkle, good smoke kill. Tess eventually finding that one out towards the top of headshot. Now, these Julies, do they have it in them, Blood? Take it away with some play-by-play.
All right, Tess is now to 1v2. Bomb getting stuck. He's got to go for the peak. They have no idea where he is.
Canceled.
It's canceled out now, and Tess has played this perfectly. Needs to get the kill. It's belabored. And Alex will come out on top. How much would you rate that on a 10 scale?
Solid 7.
I'll take it.
6 or 7?
It's been a while since I've done play-by-play.
I just kind of threw in the deep end, didn't I?
Nah, dude, I can do it.
Not bad, Blair.
I think Yanko does it better, though. I love Yanko's play-by-play.
Yeah, legendary lines such as Yimpat. That was good. I enjoyed that from previous seasons. But yeah, this pistol round, chaotic right at the end. A lot of kills just going through smokes.
Yeah.
Tess trying to fight back, but I spoke about it. You know, NiP, if they win the pistol round, they won both pistols now, Blair, on Vertigo. The force buy is here for Heroic. This is the sign. If NiP are able to get rid of this force buy, they are going to put themselves in such a beautiful position.
They're going to win the map and the series, is what you're saying, Dinko.
Is that how far you want to go down this rabbit hole straight away? Be my guest, but Heroic have got the opening in this fight.
Let's find on towards Wrinkle, who, yeah, he's definitely woken up on this map. 17-9, 170 ADR for the youngster. This round, the 3 MP9s. What did it do? They still have a lot of utility, though, to stymie any execute Heroic have to go for. And for the problem here for Heroic is 2 smokes, 1 flash. So to decide the B bomb site might be the right call. Oh, this info play from NiP, they haven't seen anyone. They think it's B.
Nertz is creeping in B, though.
Heroic haven't committed to anything, mind you.
And they're leaving themselves with options. But the kills come back onto Shush, and Nertz, oh, he surely gets this, Blood. He surely gets this kill on Isaac.
He's turned around.
Oh, but he has turned. He's now changed the position. Isaac is going to be moving back into the bomb site, covered by the double stack. And even if Nerds does get this kill, if he commits him to the B bomb site, there's a second player now available at the generators, but Isaac moves forward. Now they know, oh, Rez does well to get a second, but he's run out of ammo, and it puts it down to the 2 MP9s. The 2 Galils, oh god, that was a chance for Maxter, but it's got uncomfortable, and Nerds peeks out to remove Alex, and NiP cannot defeat. They cannot defeat the force buy of Heroic.
That was just about inches, Dinka. And Rez tried his very best getting 2 kills, but the moment they get the kill, the smoke, he moved just before the smoke blew him, Dinka. Just half a second. So unlucky for Maxter. Heroic, calm and measured. Sorry, I think it was Isaac. Yeah, no, not Maxter. Isaac got taken down there towards the B bomb site. And it is going to be another force buy, all right? Force buy Wars, NiP not really looking to allow Heroic back into this one. And I'm not sure Heroic might be expecting this. Might expect a full eco here. 3 MP9s in play. But just 1 defender towards B. It is Isaac. This is going to be going on a bit of a fact-finding mission, and Alex will find him. They got to speed up.
Yeah, Isaac, 5-7, swinging into the bomb site. Shush that goes down first. 5-7 can be so potent. And Isaac making sure that we know that. He nearly gets a 3rd kill out of it as well, Isaac. Not too bad, not too shabby, and it's left Heroic with just 2 players, and what a turnaround this would be. One that will not happen. This is
Isaac's not stopping.
This is such a chaotic start of the second half.
I mean, great work from him, but that was a little messy from Heroic. It even looked like a bit of a team flash there for the first play coming in towards B. Great hold from Isaac, however.
Yeah, they're able to pull it back, NiP. You know, I was saying it could have been a bit of a disaster to their hopes of having a great half, or rather a great start to the second half by losing that against that force buy, but they have been able to bounce back with one of their own, and that changes the outcome of this completely. Interested to see how Heroic are going to approach this. Are they going to go for a buy as well, Blah? You'd imagine so, right?
They are.
Yeah, and they're so hyped up about that. Isaac getting fired up by Wrinkle, who just loves the fact that he stepped up with that 5-7.
It's also an interesting fact how Wrinkle is the youngest player in his team, and he's the one who sits in the middle, right? And from what I understand, he's someone who really helps the team with.
It's odd to see the in-game leader not sit in the middle, but it makes sense if it's the opera. You can.
But this is something we actually asked. I think it was Alex or was it Rez in an interview over in Yalla in Abu Dhabi, and he was like, "There's a reason he sits in the middle. You know, he's way more. He's very communicative. He's someone who's just hyped up and just ready to go.
Yeah.
You know, like this really works for our dynamic, and yeah, if it works, it works. You know.
Yeah, well, there's a slight tech issue, but it seems like the fist bumps are coming in, so generally a sign that we're going to be getting back into this in a second or two. 9-6 scoreline, NiP with the lead, and yeah, you can see how much money that Heroic still have, so they're able to get 2 AKs out of it, Mac 10, Tech 9, Eagle. It's not a bad force buy, and it definitely has the opportunity to break it back again. We're in the force buy wars, we're safely in the middle of those, and yet to see who is going to come out as champion. Pressure being applied to the bottom of the B-bomb state. It's on the cleanup though. He can do it with a 5-7, and he can do it with the rifle.
Guess they weren't expecting to be that aggressive. The timing on a second peak, I think it was their Teslas would just seem so late there. Great work from Isaac. Well, these rifles have been retrieved. This is looking impregnable on this B-bomb side, Dinko. Look at the crossfire being set up. They have another player towards window as well. Perfect read from Maxter.
Yeah, good work. Second kill coming in from Isaac, and it's just Shush left alone. It is completely stalled out.
Ow.
NiP had a possible problem lying in front of them, and that was the force buy of Heroic, but they have handled it with ease. So it is going to be 10 rounds for NiP. Only 3 rounds away from completing this best of 3 and winning it with a 1-map victory. Kind of odd to say, but it's the world we live in.
It's an interesting game of Counter-Strike, Dinko. I will remember this for a while.
It will be one of the games you do remember, yeah. You'll never forget this one. 28 seconds. Shush now sending himself into the fight. But he knows how unlikely it is he comes out of this one alive. And he is spotted, taken down, and Wrinkle makes it look comfortable. So money is in the bin. It's going to be another round here for NiP coming up. I always feel a little uncomfortable saying that. You know, generally, nothing's a guarantee in Counter-Strike, and
In life as well.
you know, Heroic might be able to do something here against the Ninjas. But I doubt it. Highly doubt it, Blood.
Okay.
We haven't had anything in the mailbag, have we?
No, not yet.
I'm sure we'll get some tomorrow.
Yeah, we can just like remind everyone, it's going to be an eco here. You can read it out, Dinko. It's EPL, guys, EPL mailbag at efg.gg. I got it right.
Nearly, yeah.
EPL mailbag at efg.gg.
Come on, you can do it.
I'm going to say it again, all right. The
Third time lucky.
EPL mailbag at efg.gg.
There we go, Blood.
There, I got
Finally.
it. You guys can drop in your mails. You got any questions, anything you want to ask us, and if it's something generic, you can just drop it in, and people in the A stream can answer as well. And if it's something you want to ask specifically to the B stream, where we got Darth Mike and Exner coming in next after us, or you want to ask myself and Dinko, you can just address it in the subject, for the B stream or for for Dinko or Blair or whoever you want to address it to, and we would be very happy. It could be a piece of art. It could be something funny.
Send anything you want, and we'll.
It could be a.
If it's mental, we won't.
It could be a photo of Dinko with cream all over his face. You can Photoshop that or AI it. I don't care.
Hey man, we'll not take away Henry's cream day, okay?
Which is why I can send it for tomorrow.
Let him enjoy his day of cream. Wrinkle? Oh yeah, that's stylish.
It might be against just Glocks and no armor, but
Wrinkle's back.
That looked good. That was
he's
nice
back.
play.
He's back. He was gone for 2 maps, but he's back.
He is back indeed. And NiP.
Right, this is it now, right? Heroic, they have the money back. They have the money returning to the bank account.
I kind of feel bad for them.
But this is the final legs they stand on at the moment. If they lose, and it's not even a goodbye, man. They've got Galils here. 3 AKs, 2 Galils. They lose this, everything's drained. They have no timeouts left. Oh, God, this feels so uncomfortable for Heroic. Lose this round, and we'll lose the series.
Wow. So much gravitas in that. All right. Heroic. They still seem to be very chill about things. But if there was ever a time for them to wake up and bring this one back, it has to be now, or else 100% agree with you. This one's done and dusted, as the saying goes. All right. Once again, trying to wrest control at bottom stairs towards B, and this time around, it's not going to be any aggressive posturing coming out from Isaac. Early Molotov to flush him out from position, and this is actually a much more passive hold coming out from NiP, allowing a lot of space for Heroic to work with.
Yeah, well, Shoosh is already at the wood, and here's a play over the top. Isaac, that is huge. Dexter and Shoosh both go down, and we talked about how important this round was for Heroic. They lose this, it could be all over. Isaac with another one. Dude's had the best CT side Vertigo I've seen him play. He is just having an amazing time, and it pushes Heroic back. 2 players left. Kixen and Nerds with nowhere to go. Map point, series point for NiP.
Chef's kiss there. That flashbang was absolutely beautiful. And Isaac's not stopping. He's on a 4K looking for the ace. And it's all a Nerds. Bomb dropped to no man's land. There's not a chance in Hill here for Nerds. He's probably going to try and hold on to his gun, but Isaac's coming, Dinko.
He's coming, and he wants this kill. He's going to have an opportunity to get it, but Nerds prevents that from happening. They know exactly where Nerds is. He'll upgrade into the M4A4, and NiP just want to confirm this round victory. So not making any crazy play and giving him a 1v2 situation where they're separated. They're playing disciplined. They're letting him come to them. And Wrinkle getting out middle. And it's a perfect position in the end to secure a map and series point for the Ninjas in Pajamas. We talked about a golden ticket. We talked about this situation. NiP are running away with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was a little worried once we saw Heroic come back in that in the first half, in the final few rounds. You're like, oh, maybe the entire momentum is kind of switched over and it's going to be NiP kind of fumbling the bag a little bit. But so far, it has been absolutely solid hold in Isaac, man. Like you pointed out, this B-side lockdown from him. Brilliant stuff. He's working so well in tandem with Maxter or whoever he's got playing next to him on the B-bomb side as well. So once more Heroic, they're gonna head towards B, Dinko, and I feel like the writing's on the wall here. 6 map and match points for the Ninjas. It does smell like a GG.
Maxter and Isaac looking to close it. Heroic stay committed. Their forces through on the B-bomb. So Isaac's got the first. Maxter cleaning up 1, but couldn't quite get a second as Kixan keeps his team in this fight. He sees one leaning off the edge of the map. Couldn't quite take his opportunity in that moment. An upgrade to the AK-47 for Dexter, but utility raining in, coating the floor in fire and preventing that plant.
And there are no more
Coming
smokes
in
left.
now.
No more smokes left for the teams. Gotta get the bomb down now. Oh, no.
Okay, floor is lava for Nerds. Smokes will start to fade away. Things get difficult here for Heroic. Pushing in though, that's a free kill. Nerds just picking that one up nicely. Rez to trade out Kicksan, and that bomb is still not planted. Bomb is still not down, it's just fights. And Wrinkle to close. Bomb plant coming through. Nerds can't offer up his head. Can't offer up the chance to the sniper to take him out. And Dexter staying disciplined. Just wanting to play this post plant out and keep them going. What a shot! Wrinkle so fast, goes to the AK, and he knows where Dexter is now. He's got a smoke picked up as well, and Wrinkle closes it, 24-10. He will round out this map for the Ninjas in pajamas. And what a weird day of Counter-Strike for these two squads, but the Ninjas were given a golden opportunity, and they ran with it all the way. They pick up the series versus Heroic. They do it in a 2-1 fashion, and it's Wrinkle that delivers us that map we were asking for. That huge performance, that step up, and a sign that he really is a star.
And of course, like Wrinkle, we were touching upon the fact the first two maps he was